I good afternoon, noon, evening to some of you. I kind of want to celebrate that 45, 47 hasn't gotten away, but the evil triad are lurking with their knives out. So what comes next is probably worse. Uh, Z Sarah, you haven't said nothing but a word. Remember, I had been talking to you about JD Vance. That is what would have to come next. JD Vance would be the thing that would be coming next. Uh, I Let me remove my kitty cat. Thank you all for coming. Even the ones in the clouds, my fan. Please hit the like button since you're always here. Um, and run on and run off and lie. But you understand that this is where you get real news content that your ass don't know. But you won't say that while you hidden panels of dumb bitches lying. Okay, I don't know. I don't know where that came from. Shout out to the fans. Hey, fans. Okay, so I have quite a few things that have happened overnight. Let me remove this banner. Quite a few things have happened overnight. Now, that guy, that dang on Jubilee, it made me take, it made me take down that Jubilee debate with Mehdi Hassan. Uh, I had to erase it from my I had to erase it from my video on yesterday. Let me drop that link for you guys here. It will also be in the description box because I have an update. On yesterday, it was reported that one of the most egregious people who he debated had lost his job and he had put up a GoFundMe. And I asked you guys to guess how much did you think that he was asking for in his GoFundMe? Tell me. Uh, he talked shit. He up uplifted Nazi propaganda. He said that he agreed that he was a fascist, and I'll let you see it. Here is the link to the whole video. Okay, it's going to be in my description box as well. I'm going to show you a little clip. So after he set his funky ass up there and said all that deplorable stuff, uh, what is not in this clip, you need to go over there and watch it. What is not in this clip is where he was asked who was going to decide what America would look like in this fascist America that he wanted a aristocrat to be over all the American peoples after all the American people after they had one vote. And he said, "Oh, these people right here," and Mehdi said, "What, white people?" He said, "Yeah." Okay, so let me share. Let me share a little bit of him to refresh you. I need numbers in the chat if there's anyone participating in the chat. I need some numbers in the chat. How much do you think he was asking for when he lost his job? Because he did lose his job. Let me let me find it right here. Hoo, hoo, hoo. No, that's not it. Hold on. I thought I already pulled it up. Let me pull it up again. I know how to handle that. I will pull it up again. Okay, so after saying this on the internet, where he knew he was, how much do you think this man act for to hold him over by until he got a new job? Let me play this for you right now. Put a number in the chat. Racism pays. So we don't even. I'm not even sure. It has not been. It hasn't even been confirmed that he lost his job. But this is what he's going with, and it's everyone else's fault, but his own, of course. Okay. The link is in the description box. Let me share this with you, just in case you don't remember.
Does America look? What would it look like?
Well, quite frankly, I think we would deport people who shouldn't be here.
No, I didn't ask about deporting. What does the government look like?
What does the government look like?
Yeah.
I would say, quite frankly, it's under a sort of benevolent leader, such as
Where does he
Franco.
come from?
It could be a kind of aristocratic class. Could be someone.
No, but who picks the autocrat?
Frankly, the people. I mean, we could hold a vote on it. Kings
So isn't that democracy?
Well, sure. You can have a vote to get to that stage.
And then no more votes afterwards.
Absolutely.
Wow.
100%.
Wow. And if that autocrat kills you and your family, you're fine with that?
Well, I'm not going to be a part of the group that he kills, because that's the whole thing.
How do you know?
Carl Schmitt
Autocrats tend to kill everyone,
Carl
even their own
Schmitt makes
supporters.
this point very well in his work. It's the friend-enemy distinction, right?
Carl Schmitt, the Nazi theoretician.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't care.
Are you a fan of the Nazis?
I frankly don't care being called a Nazi
I
at
didn't
all.
say that. I didn't actually say that. I said, are you a fan of the Nazis?
Well, they persecuted the church a little bit. I'm not a fan of that. But
what about the persecution of the Jews?
Well, I mean, I certainly don't support anyone's human dignity being assaulted. I'm a Catholic.
But you don't condemn Nazi persecution of the Jews?
I think that there was a little bit of persecution and stuff like that, which is bad.
We may have to rename this show because you're a little bit more than a far-right Republican.
Hey, what can I say?
I think you can say, I'm a fascist.
Yeah, I am. Absolutely.
I'm just checking who's clapping just to get my set of where everyone is on this. Because you know that millions of people are going to be watching you on YouTube and checking out who the fascists and the Nazis are.
I'm not ashamed of that whatsoever.
No, clearly you're not.
During the pre-war period, prior to World War II, it was only those parties that properly enacted the people's will. That's why they won. The conservatives were fat cats. They were aristocrats. They didn't care.
Are you in favor of killing people who aren't like you?
Quite frankly, I'm not.
You mentioned Franco earlier. Franco killed a lot of innocent people.
Oh, well, he killed communists. He killed people who raped nuns and killed priests.
What about children who he killed and women who he killed?
What are you talking about? He never killed any women or children. He was Catholic.
He only killed combatants. Is that what you're claiming?
Yeah, he only killed combatants.
Never killed any innocent people.
The White Terror was only punishing those people who did acts of terrorism. And again, are you supporting like raping innocent women? Nuns, dude. Killing priests? I mean, priests don't brandish guns and kill people.
You just refuse to condemn the Nazi Holocaust, my friend. I don't think you're in a position to ask anyone any questions.
I quite frankly don't care what you think about me. If I'm a Nazi and being a Nazi
is mutual,
and being a Nazi means upholding human dignity, because I even believe in your dignity. I don't in a state that I was running. I wouldn't want to hurt you or anything like that. But quite frankly,
I don't debate fascists.
Okay. So he lost his job and he is doing a GoFundMe. And if you haven't, I told you that you guys needed to you need to watch this because the only reason you need to watch this is the simple fact that these are American voters. That's the only reason I want you to understand. These are young people, younger people who are actually voting. What are the black young people doing? What are they doing when they see a black woman running for president? They're saying she's not black. They're saying all types of things. What are they doing when a black woman is running up against a convicted felon who was also convicted of Epstein a woman? But all the heat is on the black woman that she had no policy. And this man came out with zero policy. Absolutely no policy. But you didn't hear her say that she wanted to help people get their first home by giving them 25,000 grants. You didn't hear her say that She wanted to expand Obamacare and Medicaid. You know, the same Medicaid that's being cut by 17 million people to give tax cuts to the rich. But you have people all over YouTube, all of these black black uh, black idiots pretending that they're some type of unicorn, and the only thing that was growing out of their head was a wart, you know, a Tracy style wart. But they're prancing around here like there's some above it all unicorn, talking about how the policies of 45, 47 were the best policies. And I don't know politics, but they've disappeared. They have nothing to say about this shamble of a presidency. They have absolutely nothing to say about the shamble of this presidency. But trying to talk shit about me because I'm gonna continue to report on this presidency, like it or not. People were focusing on all the wrong things. The last 3 months has really shown who people really are. Okay, so if you also didn't watch it, I told you to look out for the guy who was dressed in the zoot suit. I didn't play it. I mentioned him. I want to show you a little highlight from him as well. These are people who vote. He's an immigrant himself, but we're not talking about immigration now. We're talking about Gaza. I think he said he's from Iran. I can't remember where he said he's from. He's an immigrant. I did it the right way. Blah blah blah. He's an immigrant. I believe is from Iran. Watch the video, and tell me what you think. Hold on.
17,000 children were killed.
They're doing the
17,000 children were killed. Were they not innocent? So-called innocent Palestinians. You don't think Palestinians are innocent?
Not all of them.
Because what about the 17,000 children who were killed?
They're doing the
17,000 children were killed. Were they not innocent?
Were
they not innocent?
Who's responsible for that?
Israel.
No,
Dropped the bombs
Hamas is responsible. Hamas is responsible for hiding in hospitals and making tunnels underneath.
So
those
when
hospitals.
children are shot in the head by Israeli snipers not responsible for that.
Look,
it's a simple question.
Here's the problem:
when Israeli snipers shoot Palestinian children in Gaza in the head, as eyewitness testimony and doctors' testimony proves, that's not the fault of the Israeli snipers.
This is the problem. Because when you have
the problem is you won't answer the question. I'll ask you a third time. When Israeli snipers shoot Palestinian children in the head, is that not the fault of Israeli snipers?
Well, you gotta let me finish.
No, you gotta answer the question. Fourth time.
Well,
when Israeli snipers shoot Palestinian children in the head,
will get to your
we're running out of time. I need to know what you think about innocent children.
Because
what you said was pretty outrageous. You said so-called innocent Palestinians. For the fifth time, when Palestinian children are shot in the head by Israeli snipers, is that not the fault of Israeli snipers?
What did those children do?
What did they do? Tell me, did the children deserve to be shot in the head?
Because the problem is, over there,
millions of people are watching you say
they start brainwashing children. They start brainwashing children at a very young age.
So you support sniping children in Gaza?
Look,
do other people here support sniping children in Gaza? Is that a conservative position now?
What if they're wearing a suicide vest?
They weren't.
But what if they are?
They're not, though. Dozens of children. I have friends who went there. Doctors went to Gaza. American.
Okay. So, I have been talking about the situation that's going on in Palestine. They're getting these bombs from the United States. Our tax dollars is paying for this. They starved them for over, I think it was 3 months that they starved them, gave them no water, sewage, medicine, nothing, no aid. And now they're bringing aids. They're not using the regular UN aid that they would bring into a disaster or a war zone. No. They're doing something different with this aid that they're giving in Gaza now after they have starved these people for damn near 3 months. What they're doing is the U.S. I've showed you videos. I've showed you where they have whistleblowers saying that they are taking pot shots at these people as they come to these U.S. and Israel aid stations, and people are being shot in the head, in the chest, children, and everything. There are reports from many United States doctors saying that these children are being shot in the head. And every time that they go to pick up aid, they are pecking them off this way. And this well, what if they have suicide vests on? The what if ism of it all. Okay, so these are the people that Mehdi Hassan. This is his channel, Zeteko, Zeteo. Go over there and subscribe to him because he's been talking about this for a while. So this is the best that they. Hey, Miss T Velocity, it's good to see you. This is the best that they have. Now, I wanted to ask you the first guy. Uh, how much was his GoFundMe? He had a GoFundMe because of what he said lost him his job. Let me see a couple little clips I got. If you guys are not hip on Reese Waters, go over there to Reese Waters. He also did a live, and this is where I was able to get some of the screenshots of what he had to say when he lost his job. No, that's not the one I wanted. That's for something else. Rescission. Okay, that's not. This is what I wanted right here. Fired for my political beliefs. Let me enlarge this. This is on his. It's not GoFundMe. It's one of those other GoFundMe-ish type of page. My name is Connor. I was recently shown in the latest Jubilee episode. As a result, unfortunately, I was subsequently released from my job. I'm raising money as an emergency fund and for other expenses while I look for a new job. Unfortunately, voicing my full legal traditional right wing political views results in real consequences. So, is that what you were doing? Okay. You were expounding the greatness of Nazi leaders. So is that what? Okay, is that what that was? Um, this is a cancel culture, and political discrimination is on full display. Yeah, it is on full display. As 4547 goes back to 2016 and make up a lie that said that Barack Obama committed treason about the Russia interference in our election and tried to put the DOJ on him. Also, that we can talk about that and not talk about these Epstein's files, which we're going to get into in a few. Also, he know people like you would rather talk about the alleged criminality of black people, and even if it's being spewed by somebody who actually did help create treason on January 6th, somebody who is a convicted felon who has not yet been sentenced, somebody who is also convicted of SAing a woman. Okay. Okay. This cancel culture and political discrimination is on full display. I just went on the Rift TV where I shared my story of what happened. You can watch it here. He's uh, leaving you links and promoting himself, and I will be guesting on a podcast tomorrow on Rift TV, Rumble, YouTube, X, and all. He's out here promoting his hate, where I will be reading off the names and donations to say a verbal thank you to all of you who gave. Tonight, yeah, I'll go over there. It's tonight. I also, well, no, that's tomorrow. That was yesterday. I also read off the names of tons of people who already gave on that same show. Thank you, everyone. How much did he raise? How much was he asking to raise? And how much did he raise? There were some interesting response under that link. Somebody actually found him and decided to drop a picture of him when he was asked on Jubilee show what his name was. He had a hard time figuring out what his name was because he said he trolls, and he's a troll. Okay, so let me see. There's another good one. I think it is. The fascist from the most recent Jubilee has apparently been fired. Good. He's now crowdfunding for help. He turned to socialism fast. What happened to his bootstraps? I thought that was excellent, excellent. Where are his bootstraps to pull himself up? What? So you expect other people to take care of you? I thought that everyone was supposed to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. Let me see what you guys are saying. Are you putting some numbers in the chat? Hey, Leonard, how are you? Okay. There were several other high profile names on the files. None of them are denying it, only Cheeto. The Department of Justice notified Cheeto that he was in those Epstein files back in May. Way back in May, he knew that they knew that he was in those files. Wow, he won't get no. Of course, he won't get banned. He's not gonna get banned. I may get banned for actually showing you his story before you get banned. Okay, so um, let me tell you that he was asking for $15,000 to help him with some expenses until he got a new job. You know how much did he collect? And that Jubilee thing, it wasn't last night. It was the night before last. How much money did he collect since allegedly losing his job? There's reports that he was working as a contractor. So there is no real statement from any type of employer that said that they have fired him, and he could be a contractor whose contract was running out and he doesn't have a new one. All of this shit. He said he's a troll. He said that he wrote in some name, peanut butter and jelly, when he voted. He doesn't believe in democracy. But when questioned, well, if you don't believe in democracy, why did you vote? Do you think that he wrote in a name, or he voted for this person who had the playbook of Project 2025 that disproportionately hurt black and brown people, and he voted for him? But he wants to pretend like he wrote a name in. But if you voted, he was questioned. If you voted, how then? Do you think that we are going to be run by one people? Well, we can all vote for that one person who's going to rule the United States on not Christian, Catholic rule and all of this mumbo jumbo. Even go over there and let me drop Reese Waters' link in there. Even the Catholic Church denounced him. Let me drop this link in here. You got to go over there. He's saying all of this in the name of the Catholic Church and blah, 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 blah. Okay. Let me see. Let me see if I can find where the Catholic Church. They're saying that he is somebody wrote, calling it now. He wasn't actually fired from his job. Instead, he's making this claim up and using it. Jubilee video, using it, the Jubilee video to fundraiser for himself as an easy way to make a lot of money grifting from all of his many moronic right wingers who will donate money to him because of quote unquote cancel culture. Somebody believes it's a grift. We're not gonna, like I brought up the Becky, the Karen who called the 5-year-old autistic child the N word, who I believe she collected over 90 something $1,000 on the basis that she needed to move because people had doxed her and all of this because of her behavior. And so 90 some $1,000. So who wouldn't cash in on this? Let me see. Uh, I'm gonna drop the link to Reese Waters' video on here. I talked to you about this yesterday that he had gotten fired, but more information has come out. Let me drop this video. Here you go. That is for Reese Waters. Go over there and take a click and a view. And subscribe too. Great commentary and very informative. He's a comedian by nature, so plenty of laughs as well. So I have no more guesses. So I'm going to tell you uh, that this man came out uh, asking for $15,000, and so far he has raised over $34,000 for his behavior that is being uplifted. This type of deplorable behavior. This is a voter. This is a voter. Uh, where are our black voters? Oh, oh, they are sitting on YouTube. Half of them pretending that they voted. Half of them are saying that voting doesn't mean any other. No, a third of them pretending like they voted. A third of them are saying votes don't make any difference, and another third of them are saying that we should have voted for the Cheeto guy. So that's that on that. So let's get to 45, 47. Y'all don't have anything to say about that? Let's get to how 45, 47 are already knew in way back in May that he was on the Epstein list. So what is all of this back and forth, and there's nothing else to see there? And they have asked him point blank, was he did the DOJ say he was in the Epstein list? And he acted as if he didn't hear that question. Um, he just stammered over that question to make you look somewhere else. Let me share this link this with you. This is from the Midas Touch.
Is in the Epstein files. A new Wall, folks, Donald Trump's name is in the Epstein files. A new Wall Street Journal exclusive confirms that Donald Trump was told by his Justice Department and FBI back in May that his name appeared numerous times in the Epstein files, among many of the other names. Pam Bondi also told Donald Trump at the meeting that Justice decided not to release more Jeffrey Epstein documents because of the presence of potential CP and the need to protect victims, child pornography, and protect victims. This is a bombshell report, folks, and I want you to remember that when Donald Trump was asked back in July if he had ever been briefed that his name appeared in the Epstein files, you'll hear and you'll see Donald Trump hesitate for a second, try to stall, and then he lies and says that no, they were never in there. And then this is when he starts to say this was one big hoax against me by the Democrats. And of course, now we know he said that because his name appears in the files numerous times. And that's why the DOJ is covering this up, folks. This is exploding right now. And I want to tell you more about what Ghislaine Maxwell's attorney is doing and how Maxwell's attorneys position this. But first, here's what Donald Trump said back on July 15th, 2025. And at this time, he was briefed and told that his name was on the list. Watch him live.
Remember, he was briefed in May.
Right here, let's play this clip.
The Attorney General briefed you on the DOJ and FBI's review, the findings of that review. The Attorney General briefed you on that.
What? On the
DOJ and FBI
on what?
review.
On what subject?
Epstein. Okay. On Epstein, of the review of the files. Attorney General Pam Bondi.
A very quick briefing.
Did she tell you? What did she tell you about the review?
It doesn't say. It doesn't take long to say your name is in here. Oh my God, your name is in here. That can be a very quick briefing.
Specifically, did she tell you at all that your name appeared in the file?
No. She's given us just a very quick briefing.
No. He said no. When asked directly, did she tell you your names were in the file? And he lied. No. I remember on yesterday, I told you that his names were in the files based on what he had said himself prior to this Washington Post article coming out. And if you guys, I told you this yesterday, go review my video. And I also played the video of where he said that there were a lot of lies in the Epstein file. And he said, and some of it is true, but where my name comes up is not true. I told you this yesterday. But the whole internet is up in arms. It just broke about an hour ago. The Washington Post story. I told you this yesterday, and I can't meet a goal on here or nothing. I told you this yesterday. Y'all thought I was bullshitting. I let you hear it for yourself, where he said the parts where his name were in it were lies. I'll continue.
And in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen, and I would say that, these files were made up by Comey, they were made up by Obama, they were made up by the Biden, we went through years of that with the Russia hoax, with all.
How could these files be made up by Comey when Epstein was arrested under 45-47 first term, and Obama and Comey came prior to the arrest of Epstein? Continuing to lie.
All of the different things that we had to go through, we've gone through years of it, but she's handled it very well, and it's going to be up to her. Whatever she thinks is credible, she should release. Yeah.
Whatever she thinks is credible, she should release. So now you came out and said that the things about you in there were lies. So obviously that is some shit that you are not allowing her to release, because everything she thinks is credible. And who is she to speak on the credibility of this case? You know who can speak on the credibility of the case in the Department of Justice? The person who actually fought the case. What is her name? Maureen Comey's daughter, who actually took the case to trial and had him in jail behind the charges, and actually successfully prosecuted Ghislaine Maxwell. Okay, so let's slow this down. So now, what is it? Congress has suddenly taken an early break. Congress, if you didn't know, Congress gets the whole month of August off. But it is not August. It is July 23rd. It is not August. But all of a sudden, when a bipartisan, that means people on both sides of the aisle, has requested to interview Ghislaine Maxwell and put that request to a vote. Now, the vote automatically has to cool for a while, whatever that means. They have to request it. They have to give it time. The other side can give it time before they vote on it. But I think this was last week that they made the request to interview her, and instead, and they were suspecting that they would vote on it in September when they came back. But now they know for sure they're going to vote on it in September when Congress comes back because old sneaky link gotta have an alert on my phone that goes to my son. So if I go on any adult websites, my son will be notified and I'll be embarrassed. Has just decided to leave Congress early. So to be sure that this will not be talked about, it will not be talked about them ignoring and refusing to bring it up on the vote for a vote. Now you understand that he says that everything should come out and I think everything should be released. Well, if you believe that and you have a request from Congress to interview Ghislaine Maxwell, who is serving 20 years, surely you would vote on something that you believe should be out. But no, he took an early vacation. An early vacation. The Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson. That's what he did. Now, in the meantime, Trump has the attorney, his personal attorney, who represented him in the cases that he lost. I think which one? I think he represented him uh, in the SA case. If not, he represented him in uh, the case of where he got 34 convictions. He represented him against the state of New York on charges, which 45-47 subsequently lost. His personal attorney. What happened to that personal attorney? He is the second in command at the Department of Justice. He is under Pam Bimbo. You know, Pam Bimbo does nothing but come out here and make all these fake statements and lies and act all angry as if she's upset with some bullshit that they're pulling out of their ass. She's the front man. He's the one who does all the work. That's his personal attorney, the second in charge of the Department of Justice. So what does he do? Now, Pam Bondi said that there is nothing else to see here and nothing else will be released. But just so strangely, after Congress said that they want to interview Ghislaine Maxwell, what happens now? All of a sudden, the Department of Justice wants to interview her too. Now, they've had all of this time to interview her as well. What do they want to interview her for? They have all the court documents. What do they need to interview her for? Why does the Department of Justice now, just now, need? They told y'all y'all should be talking about something else, but now at the Congress want to talk to her. Now the Department of Justice wants to talk to her. Now, she has been interviewed, and she says she does not believe that Jeffrey Epstein unalived himself. Now, she's sitting in a prison cell for 20 years. So, uh, the person who can shorten her sentence, his Justice Department wants to talk to her. He can shorten the system. He can shorten the system. He can shorten the he can shorten the sentence of a person who does not believe that Epstein unalived himself alone in that prison under 45-47 first term. So what do you think when she she sees that they're interested in her? It can go either way in a person's mind who believed that somebody went in that prison cell and unalived Epstein. And now y'all want to come visit me for what? For what? What y'all want to come? Why am I on your radar? So, there's that. Now, who wants to interview her? Wouldn't the who wants to interview her? Not no lowly mid-level DOJ person. No, 45s, 47s personal attorney, who is second in charge of the DOJ, has wants to interview her himself. He wants to do the interviewing himself. The second in charge, the guy who is by all means running the the Department of Justice. He wants to go in and interview her himself. Why is that important? Uh, why wouldn't that be important? This was the personal lawyer to 4547, and we know that on his first go around, Jeffrey Epstein, when he was caught in 2007, he got a sweetheart deal. He only had to spend the nights in jail. He could go wherever he wanted to go all day long. He had to solicitation and something else, some light sexual charges is all he faced, to turn around and offend again. So they gave him a sweetheart deal. So do you think this is what he got the first time he got busted? So do you think that they cannot go to her and offer her a deal to get out of jail earlier? Even earlier than 4547's term is over, because I don't know why people think that people can only get pardoned the last day of the presidency, when we saw 1,500 people who staged a coup in our government get pardoned the first day of his presidency. So, and if she's thinking that somebody went there and unalived him under the first 4547 presidency, could she have a fear that, oh, they're coming to see me, and if I don't accept what they tell me to do, if they this is my hypothesis. If they tell her to say that his name isn't in the file, well, she can't say that now because it's out in the public that his name is in the file. So she's going to have to make his association and relationship with Epstein possibly whatever they tell her to make that relationship. And she may get a little prize. She may get out of jail free card. Or if she decide not to, I'm just thinking on with the mind of a person who think that somebody was unalived in jail, not by their own hands. What could happen to her? What would she think could happen to her? Uh, I, I just wanted to give that to you guys. Um, um, all that time she's been in jail, but all of the sudden, now they want to have a conversation with her. Hey, Sandy, Grand Rising. Hey, Leonard, what's going on? It's wild that people are being rewarded so richly for being inhumane pigs. I concur. I definitely believe that. Okay, so let me share this next one with you. Hold on, I have something else I want to share with you. I like him better. He has a lot of information in his video. Brian Cohen. Brian Tyler Cohen. Here we go.
Trump's name has appeared. We've got some bombshell breaking news here from the Wall Street Journal. It turns out that Donald Trump's name has appeared multiple times in the Epstein files. According to the Journal, in May, Bondi and her deputy informed the president at a meeting in the White House that his name was in the Epstein files, the official said. Many other high-profile figures were also named, Trump was told. Being mentioned in the records isn't a sign of wrongdoing, which shines a pretty damning light on this quote by Donald Trump last week, suggesting that he was not informed that his name was in the files.
On Epstein, the Attorney General briefed you on the DOJ and FBI review, the findings of that review. The Attorney General briefed you on that. On the DOJ and FBI review, Epstein, of the review of the files. Attorney General Pam Bondi briefed you on that. Did she tell you, what did she tell you about the review? And specifically, did she tell you at all that your name appeared in the file?
She's given us just a very quick briefing, and in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen. And I would say that, these files were made up by Comey, they were made up by Obama, they were made up by the Biden, we went through years of that with the Russia hoax, with all of the different things that we had to go through. We've gone through years of it, but she's handled it very well, and it's going to be up to her. Whatever she thinks is credible, she should release. Yeah.
Notice how he barrels through that question about whether he was informed about being in the files. He knew full well by then, mid-July, that he was in the files. Again, he was told in May, but he spread straight disinformation because he was trying to save his own ass. Or how about this post from Trump's attorney, David Schoen? I was hired to lead Jeffrey Epstein's defense as his criminal lawyer 9 days before he died. He sought my advice for months before that. I can say authoritatively, unequivocally, and definitively that he had no information to hurt President Trump. I specifically asked him. So did Trump lie to his attorney, or was his attorney fully aware of the truth but lying to everybody else on Trump's behalf? Doesn't really matter which one.
It really does not matter. Okay, let's go right here.
Declined to answer an inquiry from the Journal about the Epstein case to the administration. Privately told other government.
Where has cockeyed Kash Patel and Dan Bongino been? Nowhere. They have been absolutely nowhere. They are as invisible as the director of FEMA was during those floods. The director of FEMA was nowhere around, and Kash Patel and Dan Bongino, who made a living on these Epstein files prior to being awarded with jobs in the FBI, where they at?
Quote, FBI Director Kash Patel has privately told other government officials that Trump's name appeared in the files, according to people close to the administration. Patel declined to answer an inquiry from the Journal about the Epstein case, but said in a statement that the memo on the Justice Department website explaining why the department wouldn't release more Epstein documents was consistent with the thorough review conducted by the FBI and DOJ. Which means...
Obviously, it's not, because the DOJ is going down to interview Ghislaine Maxwell. For what reason? And why is Trump's former personal attorney the one who's going to question her? Why now? Who would be best to question her? The woman who prosecuted her, who knows all the ins and outs of all of this information. They said that they have approximately hundreds of thousands of documentation for this case. And so who would better know this case other than the woman who prosecuted it? James Comey's daughter, who was fired last week. That's who would better know this case. So do you think that they are really going there to get any information and receive real answers? Do you think that 4547's attorney or any of his law clerks have gone over all of this information prior to going there to question her and be able to determine if she's lying about any of these questions because they know the case inside out? Or would Comey's daughter, who was fired, be the better person to interview her if the DOJ really wanted to get some real answers? Does he even know what questions to ask? Oh, but who says he's asking questions? Maybe he's giving proposals. I don't know. I'm just saying. None of this looks good.
That both Pam Bondi and Kash Patel have known for months that Trump's name was in the Epstein files. And not only did they not make that information known, but they've been actively trying to train our attention elsewhere. Pam Bondi literally pretended that she could get a federal judge to unseal grand jury testimonies that she knew judges don't have the legal authority to unseal. But she did it anyway because she was just that desperate to train everybody's attention away from Donald Trump
And why does she need the judge to unseal anything? She has all the fucking information herself. She has it all. And if 4547 can unclassify papers that he stole from the White House in his last election, he said that he has the power to unclassify it by just thinking about it. Why are they going to the judge to release grand jury documents that don't even encompass 5 or 10% of this case? It's all smoke and mirrors. Okay, let's continue.
Who, by the way, she literally knew was in the files at that point. In fact, she made her announcement that the case was closed after the revelation that Trump was contained within the files.
We released the video showing definitively the video was not conclusive, but the evidence prior to it was showing he committed suicide. And what was on that, there was a minute that was off the counter. And what we learned from Bureau of Prisons was every night, they redo that video. It's old, from like 1999. So every night the video is.
No, what we learned from that video is that you tried to pretend that that was one video and that was the complete video and only 1 minute was missing. But actually, over 3 minutes of that video have been factually proven to be missing from that video. And what has also been proven about that video that you present, that you say that only 1 minute is missing, those are allegedly 2 different videos that have been spliced together. And it actually has the footprint of the edits that this woman who's sitting up here trying to tell you that you have all the information. Let's continue.
Reset. And every night should have the same minute missing. So we're looking for that video to release that as well, showing that a minute is missing every night. And that's it on Epstein.
That's it? Well, apparently not. Hey, remind me, what do you call it when you know someone is implicated in criminal behavior and use your position of power to ensure that no one else has any transparency into that involvement? Would that be called a cover-up? Because it sure does seem that way. Which may explain why the administration didn't seem especially interested in the fact that the footage of Epstein's cell was literally doctored.
This headline from Wired reads, the FBI's Jeffrey Epstein prison video had nearly 3 minutes cut out. According to Wired, newly uncovered metadata reveals a 2 minute and 53-second chunk was removed from what the federal government called raw footage. So joining me live now is Dhruv Mehrotra, an investigative data reporter for Wired and the author of that piece. Dhruv, thanks for being here. First things first, how did you figure out about this missing chunk and how was that video then edited?
Yeah, so on Monday, the DOJ and FBI released what it called raw surveillance footage from an area adjacent to the special housing unit where Jeffrey Epstein was found dead. And soon after they released the data, we downloaded the files that the DOJ released and looked into sort of the hidden information that's embedded in most digital files that can show you a bit about how and when something was created, edited, or saved. It's kind of like a video's digital paper trail. And in this case, the metadata showed the footage had been edited using Adobe Premiere Pro, which is a professional editing tool. And it was saved several times and stitched together from 2 separate clips.
And of course, the Trump administration responded to the story with the usual protests and denials, with White House Communications Director Stephen Chung saying, quote, "This is another fake news story, just like the previous story by the Wall Street Journal." But if it's fake, why doesn't the White House simply release the files? They've literally got the proof. The files could directly refute what they say are false claims, and yet they refuse to release it? What does that tell us? If they've got in their possession the supposed truth, but won't show that truth to anybody, what message does that send? This isn't rocket science, it is a cover-up. The Wall Street Journal went on to report, quote, in a statement to the Journal on Friday, Bondi and the Deputy Attorney General, Todd Blanche, said nothing in the files warranted further investigation or prosecution. As part of our routine briefing, we made the president aware of the findings, they said. How about that? the former Florida Attorney General chosen by Trump because she would validate his fake stolen election claims and Trump's personal,
who also took $50,000, 25 from 4547, when Floridians were asking her to investigate them not getting their money's worth out of Trump University, and $25 allegedly from Ivanka Trump. And then she was prior to getting this money, she was gun-ho about looking into her Floridians being swindled out of money. But after she received that cash, she became uninterested and never bothered to look into the case. The case, which was one of the largest settlements that 4547 had to make behind that fake Trump University. I just want you to understand. See, I'm just somebody who don't know nothing about news, but I just want you to know that. Okay, so the link is in my description box. Now, I want to talk about. I want to give you the information about this attorney. It seems like I got a lot of news from Brian Tyler Cohen, but I did, and I do. Um, the link is in the description box. He had Jasmine Crockett on there. They were talking about how weird it is that his personal attorney is on this case. So here we go. His former personal attorney is on this case. Let me go forward a little bit.
would be Ghislaine Maxwell, who is currently sitting in a federal prison right now serving a 20-year term. If she's got information about Donald Trump, that could pose a pretty serious threat to him. After all, this issue very clearly means a lot to his base, so he has a vested interest in wanting to keep her quiet. How can he do that? Well, enter Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche. Blanche released a statement.
Todd Blanche, Assistant Deputy Attorney General. That was 4547's personal attorney, who, well, I don't even know why I would want him in the doing anything further for me when he lost these big cases for me. But hey, he didn't have to suffer no consequences for losing, being convicted of 2 felons. So I guess that's why he's sending a loser attorney back in to question Ghislaine Maxwell.
Saying, quote, "This Department of Justice does not shy away from uncomfortable truths, nor for the responsibility to pursue justice wherever the facts may lead. The joint statement by the Justice Department and FBI of July 6 remains as accurate today as it was when it was written, namely that in the recent thorough review of the files maintained by the FBI in the Epstein case, no evidence was uncovered that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties. President Trump has told us to release all credible evidence. If Ghislaine Maxwell has information about anyone who has committed crimes against victims, the FBI and the DOJ will hear what she has to say. Therefore, at the direction of Attorney General Pam Bondi, I have communicated with counsel for Ms. Maxwell to determine whether she will be willing to speak with prosecutors from the department. I anticipate meeting with Ms. Maxwell in the coming days. Until now, no administration on behalf of the department has inquired about her willingness to meet with the government. That changes now." Now,
including you, including the DOJ. You notice that that letter has no date and no signature. This letter allegedly came out after Congress said that they wanted to bring her in and question her. You notice there's no date and no signature on this letter. Let's be clear. Okay, so
from Maxwell, because again, they already have all the information they need from her. So why else might they want to meet with Maxwell? Because if Maxwell has incriminating information on Donald Trump, which, by the way, Bondi would already be privy to thanks to the files that she has in her possession, then perhaps they might need to figure out a way to keep Maxwell quiet. And what tool does the president and the Department of Justice have at their disposal? Oh, I don't know. What could the Department of Justice possibly do to help out a prisoner serve?
Okay, so I already pardon or have her in fear for her life. Okay, so here's Jasmine Crockett talking about, she is an attorney. She has been a defense attorney in some cases, and she's talking about how peculiar it is that they want to go in and question Maxwell. Uh, and how peculiar it is that the attorney said that they are trying to get this done in days, and how peculiar it is that uh, fake religious Speaker of the House decided to close down Congress for vacation early. So it cannot be noted that he's refusing to even put this up for a vote, with him wanting all of the information should be out shit. And so they will not be able to even vote on it, much less get her in and talk to her prior to the Department of Justice trying to set it up to talk to her in the next few days. Let's continue.
Her memory related to Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein begins to falter. I spoke with Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett.
Killed? Was it suicide? I do. I wish her well.
And let's be clear.
Oh, this is something else that I want to show you as well. This is 4547. Kash Patel and Pam Bondi came out with that letter that you just see, that they say that even though they are going to talk to Ghislaine Maxwell, they're saying that they stand behind the letter. And Kash Patel came out here and said that he took his own life. But 4547 will not say that. He said, I don't know what happened. I don't know about him even taking his own life.
Especially since I lived in Palm Beach, and I guess they lived in...
Whatever it may be that Trump is so desperate to keep hidden, and Maxwell gets a get-out-of-jail-free card that comes due in January of 2029. This way, they get to buy her silence now when the heat is really bearing down on Trump, and in exchange, Maxwell will get her freedom over a decade early. Seems like a win-win for a pair of longtime friends. And to be clear, they are longtime friends.
Ghislaine Maxwell is...
He invited her, them to his wedding to Marla Maples. He hardly knows her. The only thing he could do is wish her well.
In prison, and so a lot of people want to know if she's going to turn in powerful people. Do you feel that she's going to turn in powerful men? How do you see that working out?
I don't know. I haven't really been following it too much. I just wish her well, frankly. I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach, and I guess they lived in Palm Beach.
Mr. President, the other day a reporter asked you about Ghislaine Maxwell. You said, quote, I just wish her well, frankly. I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach, but I wish her well, whatever it is. Mr. President, Ghislaine Maxwell has been arrested on allegations of child sex trafficking. Why would you wish such a person well?
I don't know that, but I do know that.
She has. She's been...
How can you not know that? He just told you that if you didn't know that, now you know. If you don't know, now you know. Well, first of all, I don't know that. Just a liar. Pathological.
Maxwell has been arrested on allegations of child sex trafficking. Why would you wish such a person well?
I don't know that, but I do know that.
She has. She's been arrested for that.
Her friend or boyfriend,
Epstein,
was either killed or committed suicide in jail. She's now in jail. Yeah, I wish her well.
Now, did you hear that? Her friend, now he doesn't even know their relationship status. Her friend or boyfriend, Epstein. I'm so glad he put a name to it. Was either killed or killed himself in jail. Why did the first thing that come out of his mouth was Epstein was either killed or? He's not sure.
Either killed or committed suicide in jail. She's now in jail. Yeah, I wish her well. I'd wish you well. I'd wish a lot of people well. Good luck. Let them prove somebody was guilty. I mean, do you know that?
Oh, so you're saying you hope she doesn't die in jail? Is that what you mean by wish her well?
Her boyfriend died in jail, and people are still trying to figure out, how did it happen? Was it suicide? Was he killed? And I do wish you well.
And people are still trying to figure out how it happened, because his brother said he doesn't believe that it was that. Maxwell says she doesn't believe it was that. And now y'all come wanting to have a coup de grace with her while she's in jail. Okay, so let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Uh, I don't think there's nothing else I can add to that. But we don't know how he died. There's a coroner report. But what strangely about that coroner's report on Epstein, the coroner says that he died, and the renowned what is he, coroner Michael Botten, who was in the room as the autopsy was performed, disagrees. He disagrees with the cause of death as being him unaliving himself. So, if you're trying to get your ass out of out of the sling, wouldn't you just say, yeah, the autopsy says X, Y, and Z? But for some reason, you are putting a doubt in your own. Cause you talk too much. You talk extremely too much. The coroner report says that he unalived himself. No, because the first thing he said is that he either was killed or unalived himself in prison. So he has to go back to it to make it seem like, oh, who knows? Who knows? I hope somebody finds out, though.
Well, I'm not looking for anything bad for her. I'm not looking bad for anybody. And they took that.
What about these Mexicans? What about these people from South America? They are the worst criminals in the world. But you are unsure if someone is in prison for sex crimes against a minor. You wish them well. But you got people over in El Salvador. The only crime they committed was a ticketable crime by entering in the United States illegally. You want to frame all of them as rapists and murderers and all of this. But you are unsure. This person who has spent time in your home, who has recruited young women who were working for you underage in your home in Mar-a-Lago, you are so fuzzy on the details. Houseway, let's continue.
The alleged child sex trafficking.
Big deal. But all it is her boyfriend died. He died in jail. Was he killed? Was it suicide? I do. I wish her well.
And let's be clear, Trump knows that he has to move fast here because at the same time, the House Oversight Committee has voted to subpoena Ghislaine Maxwell for testimony, meaning the White House has to get to Maxwell before Congress can get to her. Because once she tells Congress what she knows, then the toothpaste is already out of the tube, and she can't lie to Congress if they ask her certain questions before she's had the opportunity to speak with the DOJ. Isn't it interesting how Trump and Bondi and Blanche never offered to talk to Maxwell until Congress suddenly wanted to, and now suddenly we've got Blanche out here taking proactive steps to talk to this prisoner? Clearly, Trump wants to get to her first, because once he gets to her and possibly offers a deal, then Maxwell can make good on her end of the deal once she speaks to Congress, which is to say, I don't think we should be surprised if suddenly her memory...
Let's get our story straight. Let's get our story straight. This is all this is. Let me hear. I'll give you a little of Jasmine Crockett, and I'll let you guys watch the rest of this on your own.
For government operations, and so there is. They are supposed to move forward with a subpoena. Now, what that looks like, I don't know. Right, as someone who has practiced criminal defense. Trying to get someone out of custody, and obviously we need to consult with her lawyer. I don't know if she still has things that are pending some way, somehow on appeal that would potentially impact the level of truthfulness that we would get out of this. So definitely a lot of questions to be answered. But it is interesting that the committee itself, the subcommittee on oversight, decided to do this. And I think that I would trust this process more than I would trust the Department of Justice kind of deciding that they're going to interview her and then ultimately potentially sanitizing the information that we get, or potentially engaging in some type of threats, or potentially offering a pardon if certain things were said, right? Or not said, you know? So we obviously don't have pardons to offer. And if for some reason there is testimony that takes place, it would take place and both sides would be able to participate. So ultimately, I actually have to say, I would applaud Tim Burchett for attempting to get this done prior to the Department of Justice engaging in this type of conversation, because I don't know what may happen to that witness if the administration gets to her first.
I think that's the perfect point here, because it was released this morning that Todd Blanche, who is Trump's personal criminal defense attorney, who now has a job in the White House as Deputy Attorney General, reached out to Ghislaine Maxwell. And if the administration wanted transparency here, isn't it true that they could just release the tranche of files that they already have at their disposal? And so when we hear, for example, that they're going to go to unseal grand jury testimony, knowing that that's like a fraction, it's like 5 or 10% of what's contained already within the files, it's clear that they're just doing this as a distraction method or a delay method. And then when they go after, when they propose to Ghislaine Maxwell that they want to have a conversation with her, well, again, all of the pertinent information, all of the relevant information as it relates to Ghislaine Maxwell is already available in the files, which leads me to believe that if you're doing anything with Ghislaine Maxwell, you're not going to find out any new information, because that investigation's already occurred. She's already been convicted. She's serving a 20-year sentence in prison. So at this point, are we crazy to think that the options that would be available to them are, okay, if you have further information, or if you have information that may very well incriminate, I don't know, Donald.
Okay, so I'll leave that there. I'll let you peruse that. The link is in my description box. But it's it seems to be like people. Now this man is old, but it seems like people are just dropping dead around this whole situation. There was breaking news last night. Breaking news: Epstein lawyer found dead as creepy photos leak. If you are not familiar with Keith Edwards, go over there and check him out. This is breaking news about one other Epstein attorney, if you didn't know.
News. We are learning right now that a prominent defense lawyer, Roy Black, has been found dead. This is according to his law partner. And Jeffrey Epstein is one of the people he has represented. And here is just a bit of what we know so far.
South Florida legal community is mourning the loss of a legendary defense attorney.
Roy Black was a nationally recognized criminal and civil defense attorney. He handled some of the most high-profile cases of the country, often getting his clients cleared of very serious charges.
Black died at the age of 80 at his home in Coral Gables. CBS's Ms. Elliot Rodriguez takes a look back at his very stellar legal career.
Now, it is important also to note that this, when Epstein got that sweetheart deal that he only had to sleep in prison for 13 months and he could spend the day out wherever and however he chose to, this was his attorney. This was his attorney out there. So you guys can, let me see what else is in here.
It certainly feels like the timing is very, 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 very interesting. Epstein, suicide, jail 66. Brunel, suicide in jail 76, his modeling scout. Jeffrey, suicide 41, survivor who spoke out. Roy Black, illness 80, his longtime lawyer, died today. All dead, all tied to the same dark web: suicides, illness, unanswered questions. The Epstein orbit keeps shrinking, but the silence keeps growing. And this is also happening when we are now learning, too, that the Trump administration is going to be interviewing Ghislaine Maxwell, where I'm sure they're just going to be on the up and up on this. And here's an image here that shows that Jeffrey Epstein is this new footage that has dropped, and new photos that we have never seen before that shows Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein and how actually close they are.
Images of Trump and Epstein. And Andrew, I shared one of them there, But, so let's start with the one at Trump's wedding. I mean, this is a significant development.
Well, yeah, it is. Trump's wedding to Marla Maples in 1993 was dubbed the wedding of the century by the media at the time. And although we know that Trump and Epstein were friends during this period, this is really the first time that it's actually been reported that Trump invited Epstein to his wedding. This is, we should note, more than a decade before those first allegations of sex trafficking against Epstein. But as you know, Trump's relationship with Epstein has been under the microscope recently. Now, besides that one photo of Epstein entering the reception at the Plaza Hotel, we can also see him in the background of another picture. That's Howard Stern on the far right, along with Robin Leach from Lifestyles of the Rich.
Okay, so you can go over there and check out Keith Edwards. That was breaking news. That's the only place I saw break that news. And you see Howard Stern is at the wedding. Hey, A View is a View. Good to see you. You don't forget what I played you on yesterday from Howard Stern. Please don't forget what I played for you when 4547 visited Howard Stern. They were pals enough. Hold on. They were pals enough for him to invite him to his wedding. Let's see what he said when he was on Howard Stern out of his own mouth. Let me find it. Okay, let me find it. Here it is. 5 minutes, 22 seconds. Okay. 5:21. Okay. Here we go. Did I share it? Let me share it. Out of his own mouth. Seems like we need to get over there to Brian Tyler Cohen because he be doing the damn thing.
What's so unsettling about Trump's attempts at distraction is that whatever he's trying to distract us from must be brutal. I mean, what are we going to discover? That he was buddies with a pedophile? Little late for that. That he sends his regards to those who aided in the sex trafficking?
I just wish her well, frankly.
Got that covered. That Trump had some sordid history with having affairs and then paying women off to keep them quiet and keep his reputation intact? We've got 34 examples already. Is there a chance that some hungry journalist is going to sift through thousands of documents and uncover that years ago Donald Trump sexually abused women? Been there, done that. Are we going to learn that he has a soft spot for white supremacists?
Cowboys, stand back and stand by.
Mission accomplished. Is there some chance that buried inside hours and hours of transcripts from champagne and caviar-filled parties will unearth incredibly damning quotes that show that Donald Trump was a misogynistic womanizer?
Hey, when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab him by the pussy.
So you have done that. Now,
I'll tell you the funniest is that I'll go backstage before a show.
Yes.
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else. And, no men are anywhere. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it. I'm inspecting. I want to make sure that
You're like
everything is good.
You're there.
Yeah, the dress. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clothes. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible-looking women, and so I sort of get away with things like that.
Yeah. Do you have an age limit, or would you?
No, I have no age. I mean, I have an age. I don't want to be
The
like
upper bracket, yeah.
Foley with 12-year-olds.
A man who said when it comes to dating young women, he draws the line at 12 years old, went on to be elected president of the United States twice. And
the link is in my description box, just in case you forgot that. Now, I want to move on to this J.D. Vance story. What would we have if we don't have him? I'm gonna. Well, before I go to the, and Robin ain't shit. She ain't never been shit. You are right. A view is a view. Okay. Hey, Church Mouse. Okay, so thank you for sharing A View is a View. I appreciate it. Now, I want to share this with you. That dude from the Shark Tank, I forgot to share this yesterday. Uh, Adam Mockler, who I, usually show you guys clips from because he is always on top of things. He was on CNN for the first time on the Abby Phillips show. And I cannot stand that Sharp Tank guy, Kevin O'Leary. I cannot stand him. He is such an ass kisser, and all of this bullshit about how well things are going as and ignoring how prices are going up for the everyday people while he sits up there as a billionaire who siphons off the good ideas of other people to get him in this position. And he actually said something like, they should cut 20% more of the people that they were cutting during Doge because you can always bring them back just in case you need them. So you should cut more jobs than that were cut during Doge. He's a trash. Uh, I want to show now. His argument is that nobody cares. Nobody cared until all the Trump voters made a stink of it. And thank you, MAGA, for making a stink of this. So he's saying this is something that nobody cares about. Nobody cares about the. The abuse of children. Nobody cares about 12 and 14-year olds being served up to billionaires. That's because allegedly that was the customer base of people who had plenty of money. But Kevin O'Leary, who is also a billionaire, I'm wondering. I'm just wondering why is he why does he think nobody cares about this? So here we go. Hold on one second.
Damn. What they care about, look at the American economy right now. A lot of people had a lot of mistrust on the tariff issue. Economy's on fire. Indexes all-time highs. Every country on earth.
The economy's on fire. You're right. The economy's on fire. 45, 47 just announced the tariffs against China and told the military to get on a war footing for China. I'm gonna cover that as well. While Troutmouth is talking about, I don't know what I'm talking about because they automatically are in are signing up people for the selective service at 18, whereas people were able to decide to sign themselves up. Why do you think they're signing people up? She acting like we finna go to war or something. Or have we finished the war in Yemen? I know 45, 47 said that Yemen said that they would not strike anymore, and he took them at their word. Yemen, that we were striking from day one in his presidency, that a lot of people didn't know about. Yemen, that Hegseth fucked up and told where and what time that they were going to strike in Yemen, and invited a editor from the Atlantic magazine, and then turned around and lied and said that there was no secret top secret information in what was said on that signal call. Come to find out today that there absolutely was top secret information in that signal call. It was drafted from a paper that said top secret, and you got a numbnut over there on an unsecure app giving all the information about the strike. The same Yemen where two ships were pulled off the sea. How much did it cost us? And when asked in his latest budget hearing, they asked the amount of money that you spent over in Yemen, what have it profit the United States? How many non-military U.S. ships have been able to go through there? Is some military ships still there? He said non-military. He was clear, and then he filibustered some more because he didn't want to answer the question. The answer was no. So are we still at war with Yemen? 4547 said that Yemen said that they are done striking. Let's understand that Yemen was striking because what was going on in Palestine, and so Yemen has decided that they are striking again now, this current day now. So is that not a war? Is that not a war footing? Okay, so are we going to pretend like that Hegseth, who with his makeup studio in his office, didn't set up to have Elon Musk to give him all the details of their war footing for China? Are we going to pretend like that never happened? And when 4547 found out about it, he squashed it. And then it was like, oh, no, he wasn't going there for that. He was just going there for a regular visit. Are we going to pretend like that didn't happen? So today, after these tariffs came out, China was like, you got me fucked up. So I will read that to you as well. Let's get back to the economy is doing great. Okay.
Earth wants to cut a deal with America. The average person at the kitchen table, time highs. Every country on earth wants to cut a deal with America. The average person at the kitchen table is not worrying about Epstein. Don't give a damn. They want to provide for their family, and they are. America's working.
So
this is the
so
American.
hold on. Let me just say,
working.
Jerome Powell just announced that he's going to hold off on cutting interest rates again
Who
because
cares?
of the tariffs, and we've already started to see the inflationary pressures.
We have a lot
associated
more
with
on
this.
the economy later in the show, but just one thing that you said, Kevin, that I think is
Epstein's alive?
No. There are two aspects of it. I mean, I think on the one hand, I think you're right that it's kind of like a niche interest here, this Epstein thing, but the niche is Trump's base, people in Trump's base. But secondly, on the broader picture of what is happening in the country and how do Americans feel about it, CBS YouGov poll asked, how do you think things are going here in this country? 61% said very or somewhat badly. That's not exactly a great indictment of the Trump economy. And then on top of that, to what I was saying earlier, on the Epstein files, this is what Republicans want. 83% want the files released. So I think both of those things is part of why Trump is having a hard time right
Abby,
now.
I hope they release them.
They're
He'll
not,
still be dead.
Yeah. He will still be
He's
dead.
gonna be dead for a long time.
But Trump lives and dies on his base,
Yeah.
and the base right now is they're unsteady.
I don't understand why he hasn't released the files. As he said, it's one of the reasons I believe that they released today the files on Martin Luther King Jr., because now he's able to show, hey, look, I told you I was going to release the MLK file, the JFK file, and also the Epstein file. It's going to take a little bit of time. I don't know the reason why. Personally, I don't think people are going to find Donald in that file as much as they think that they're going to. That's just my personal opinion, kind of knowing him for a decade and a half. Nevertheless, I want to see the file. I'm sick and tired of all of the conspiracy theories that are popping up. If you are a detractor, yeah, he's guilty of something. If you are a supporter, he didn't do anything. This is all nonsense. How about just put the documents in front of the American people, release it, and let us then examine the documents, as we call it in law, documentary evidence. It'll speak for itself instead of listening to all the nonsense.
I would love for them to release the files. I am not at all in Trump's base. However, I care deeply about it because I'm not going to buy this argument that like these young girls were raped by what? Did they rape themselves? No, they got raped by people who are in powerful positions, and I want to know how many.
Now, watch him. This O'Leary guy said, question if these young girls were even S8. He's going to, maybe they were, maybe they weren't. Okay. So, okay. This is who we're dealing with. Trying to defend the indefensible.
those individuals are currently serving in our government in some role or
Average
the other.
American awake for 18 hours a day. How many minutes do you think they spend worrying about this stuff? Maybe they were raped, maybe they weren't. This is not what American families give a damn about.
Just to be clear,
they just don't.
we
they
do
weren't.
know,
We
we do know that there were victims, so that's not
we
speculative.
do know that there were victims. And the thing is, people can compartmentalize, right? And the reason why people care about this a lot, not just because of the very real Jeffrey Epstein sex trafficking and the crimes that were committed, it is the fact that Donald Trump himself spent years, him and his allies, promised their base, we are going to deliver the Epstein client list that's going to take down all of your Democratic enemies.
Bring
Yeah,
it.
well, yes,
Nobody
bring it,
gives a
Donald,
poop.
please. Donald,
Nobody
bring
gives a poop.
You don't give a poop. Okay,
The
other
polling
people do,
indicates-
including people like me
speak
who
on
want
behalf of the
justice,
majority of
and I want to know how many of those
Nobody
people are in our
gives
government.
a
I don't know about
poop
that.
about this.
To show
Yeah,
something.
the poll
A lot of Republicans do. I mean, look, on the MLK files, I mean, it's interesting because the family.
Okay, so that is him saying repeatedly, nobody gives a poop, nobody gives a poop, nobody gives a poop. Okay, so let me see one more thing.
Goodness,
the problem.
horrible.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, what people care about is how to feed their families and how the economy grows and take care of their futures. This stuff is poop on a stick. Nobody gives. I got to.
If we want to talk economy, which we will,
We should.
what is Trump
That's what
doing
matters.
other than providing absolute uncertainty, injecting all of this into the market? We have the bond markets here, trying to wonder whether or not the debt that's coming from the
Epstein,
big beautiful
dead guy
bill.
matters? No, he's dead.
The value
Tell that to his
And he think that he's saying something because he keep on repeating that Epstein is dead, as if he doesn't understand the context of what is going on in our political discourse right now. So let me show you. Adam Mokler was on this same panel. He was on this same panel. I think they relieved him and had Trump's former attorney Michael Cohen come up. But I want you to actually see Adam Mokler go up against Kevin O'Leary. This is the same panel.
O'Leary and other MAGA talking points with facts.
Deals with Trump.
All right, we got to.
Right, and Trump promised 90 deals in 90 days, and he's off by a factor of 89. Now he's saying, well, by deals, I mean a unilateral tariff letter as opposed to a bilateral trade agreement. But again, Kevin O'Leary was just totally outmatched, totally screwed on the facts here. And then it's not just the economy that they talk about. Mockler also hits O'Leary and other MAGA talking points with facts on, for example, immigration policy and deportation.
Joining us at the table is Adam Mockler, Midas Touch's Gen Z creator. This is the moment, the type of dichotomy that I think is playing out here. On the one hand, it's completely uncontroversial for these suspects, because there were two of them, to be apprehended, deported if they were here in the country illegally. But on the other hand, Americans are also saying we want this to be more targeted. But the Trump administration is definitely going to use this incident to pursue what they're doing right now, which is mass deportations.
Yeah, first of all, the shooting is absolutely horrific, and every American should be okay with deporting people who are criminals and who are dangerous and here illegally. But that is not what the Trump administration is prioritizing. They have reallocated funds meant for the deportation of criminals to the deportation of farm workers. Farmers have been complaining about this directly to Donald Trump, to people who are showing up to immigration hearings. They show up to their hearing and they get directly targeted. ICE is camping there. Or what about the 82-year-old who his family was told he was dead and he was found in Argentina? Trump's popularity on immigration has dropped 10 points over the.
And his family was not even notified at all. And when they finally were notified, they said that he was dead. Come to find out he's not.
And 70% of Americans want him to focus more on lowering prices, but he's deporting farm workers, enacting more tariffs. It's not popular.
No, it is not. And again, kudos to Adam to bringing the facts here in a very succinct way. I mean, dropping the facts and the figures, making a cohesive case in a relatively short amount of time, because Donald Trump and MAGA are trying to spin this that he has a popular mandate. to do what he's doing. He doesn't. He doesn't even have a mandate on the two things that were the most pertinent for his electoral success, which was the economy and immigration. He's underwater on both of these points. And Mockler is right to just drive that home relentlessly. So kudos to him for doing so. Here's another clip.
I want to respond to Angie saying this gives a path. What this does is disincentivize people from going to the courthouse and following the proper procedures. And part of the reason they're being so aggressive is because of this arbitrary quota set by Stephen Miller, 3,000 a day, meaning people who are going to courthouses, being detained, being deported. Again, workers, people who are contributing to this country. So do you think it's okay when somebody who is following the proper processes is then kind of like hoodwinked?
Not if they came in here illegally in the first place, right?
It's not
Why didn't they
illegal if
apply?
They came through asylum process.
But that's the thing.
That's
That's
not
the
illegal.
thing.
Well,
They're
that's good
criminalizing asylum. That's what's happened, right?
Yes.
Trump is criminalized.
Oh, no.
Yes, actually. Trump is criminalized.
Oh yes, he has did an executive order that they are not taking any more asylum seekers. Bitch, you act like you don't know. I believe this whole is on Congress, and she, oh no, well my husband did it and he did it the right way. Oh, so you're gonna pretend like you don't know about that executive order? But let's continue.
Legal process of asylum. Basically, if you come here and you're abiding, right? You're showing up to court because you're following the rules.
There are also hundreds of thousands of people who had temporary protective status
That he revoked.
that were overnight had their status revoked, and I mean that.
Exactly. She's pretending like she knows none of that.
Created people who the Trump administration now says are illegal, but they came here through a legal process as well.
So they're doing the reverse of what Angie was saying by giving a path. They're actually removing the path for people that are already here.
Brilliant. What? And look, when Luke goes on, Luke Beasley, friend of the show, friend of mine, goes on Piers Morgan, I'm just always hyped to see him do that because he kills it. Same here with Adam on CNN. Like, what a great point. Notice that he didn't do all of it himself. He launched the point, his co-panelists piggybacked off it, and then he jumped in at the very last second to really seal the deal. And actually, no, not only are you refuted, the case that you made actually presents the exact opposite of what you contended. Trump is not expanding pathways to citizenship. He is not expanding pathways to legal residence. He is, in fact, closing them down, and he is making his job, therefore, that much harder and that much more cruel by definition. Brilliant point. Here's another clip.
How can you say we should pay attention to the quality rather than the speed when the entire promise was 90 deals in 90 days? They were going to get it done fast, reshape the global order. And Kevin says the stock market thinks these tariffs are going to work, but no, the stock market doesn't believe Trump. When he announced the Liberation Day tariffs,
It's an all-time high
the
today.
stock market immediately dropped when he announced Liberation Day
Where
tariffs.
are we today?
After he vacillated, people don't believe him.
All-time
Countries
high
don't
in
believe
all-time
him
history.
because nobody believes
Today,
that he's being
all-time
serious.
high.
I think you guys are saying the same thing, just by the way.
All-time high.
And you see what he does? He has no respect. He just feels that he can yell over people the same fucking thing because he has absolutely no solid argument. And he just wants to yell and repeat the same dumb shit. But here we go. Are we getting into it?
I mean, they're I think
all-time high.
his point
can't
is that
debate
They're at an all-time
yeah,
high
I
because
know.
nobody
His
believes
point
him.
is that they're at an all-time high because nobody believes Trump.
Every index.
Because he keeps moving the goalposts. I'm so glad you played the
number.
Again, brilliant point. O'Leary's all-time high, all-time high, all-time. No. Yeah, buddy. But that's because the market is acting in spite of Trump. They believe that when Trump runs his mouth about tariffs, because he's backed down so many times from 98% of them, that they can just keep on going. They are not reacting. They're basically assuming Trump is a liar. The markets are assuming that Trump is a liar. And so when Trump either make the case or to acknowledge it, so all he can do is just say all-time high, hoping that if he says it 3 times like Beetlejuice, some sort of magical incantation that will shut them up. But
exactly. That's his only argument. And we know that. Let's continue.
They're not falling for it.
No,
Most
I don't.
Americans are
'cause
not
I'm
heavily
right. I'm
invested in
100%.
the stock market.
Kevin,
Most
thank
Americans
goodness
are
Period. Period. And he's talking about the stock market, and we're talking about food is so high that people can barely feed their families. But he's talking about the stock market. You know, the stock market that went down when that first round of tariffs. A lot of people lost a lot of money in their retirement plans. That stock market. Does he think that everyone has a retirement plan to replenish? That I guess he believes that every American has a 401k or some type of plan that is being replenished after many people were wiped out damn near. Let's continue.
barely
here
making ends
to
meet.
bring reality to
Okay,
you.
this is wonderful. You're doing really well. You're heavily invested in the stock market.
No,
Most
every
Americans
American is.
are-
No,
no,
that's-
every
every
American.
American.
It's high.
He said every American is. So he believes that every American is heavily invested in the stock market. And see, the real problem is with this show is I'm sick of CNN paying billionaires to come in here and spew bullshit. I am sick of CNN having these these right wing people come in here and spew lies. I'm sick of the lies. Let's continue.
Today, but the stock market has been existing in the volatility of Trump's mind. What he decides to do one day shifts and moves the markets. The sentiment is everywhere. The uncertainty, you talk to any actual investment bank or someone who's actually making long-term decisions, they can't. Our foreign adversaries, our counterparts, they can't. They don't know whether or not in the next 3 years,
You agree
J.D.
with me on
Vance
this?
will tear
Whatever
up all
he's
these
doing it, keep doing
So
it.
actually,
because
Kevin,
it's working.
I was going to just say that very thing, which is that it seems like what you really like about what Trump is doing right now is that he's not doing what he said he's going to do.
Yeah. Good point.
Abby, in the end of the day,
I mean, at the end of the day, that is what has
the
gotten
market believes.
that's what's gotten us where we are.
Oh no! I don't want to talk stock.
I mean,
I want to talk about the American at the kitchen table putting their child.
Are you going to say that
into
tariffs
university.
are
consumers?
He said, "Oh no, I don't want to talk stock market now." So what she said is, what you're saying is you like Trump just talking about tariff and then chickening out when the day comes to put these tariffs in. Now everybody understands that he's not going to enact any of these tariffs. Now all of a sudden, no. I don't want to talk about the stock market. I want to talk about kitchen table issues. But you were the one who bought up stock markets and said that every American is in stock markets when that's categorically untrue. So let's go back in here. Now these kitchen table conversations. It would be great if Americans still had the leisure to sit around their kitchen table with their family and have conversation. Honey, how did your day go? Sweetie Pooh, did you do your homework? We know anytime somebody comes up with this kitchen table shit, that's not talking about most Americans either. So he doesn't want to have a genuine conversation. He's bullshitting. Many families have parents who are working 2 and 3 jobs. Many families have parents who are working split shifts, night shifts, swing shifts. Is he serious? Many families have bitches who sit up on YouTube all day and don't give a fuck if they child has eaten, did their homework, or nothing. Is he? Who the fuck he talking to? He's talking to himself and people like him, the people who have gotten the largest tax cut in history. That's who he's talking to. But he wants you to believe that he's talking about all Americans. All these Americans who are okay. Let's continue. Now here's Adam is about to get on.
Where we are.
Oh no! I don't want to talk stock. I mean, I want to talk about the American at the kitchen table putting their child.
Are you going to say that tariffs are
consumer sentiment is down?
All I'm saying is this tariff stuff and all this.
Consumer sentiment is down, inflation is up. Again, Kevin's just wrong on this. And again, to the extent that some economic markers are not being directly impacted by Trump's tariff, to the extent that those exist, like the stock market, it's in spite of Trump's tariffs, not because. He is attributing the cause, he's attributing the result as a direct consequence of Trump's threat. It's just insane, tortured logic. And he can't defend it, which is why all he does is just repeat himself. All-time high, all-time high.
Narrative, it's going to end up being reciprocal tariffs between countries, equal tariffs between EU, Canada, Australia, India, Vietnam, Indonesia. All we are saying is let's make it equal. And I think the market believes that. You may not.
So again, just listen, masterclass performance by Adam. He did so well, and this is his debut performance on the Abby Phillips show on CNN. And again, it also proves not only the success of Adam,
pivot to the stock market every single time we try to bring up the
Adam, last word.
Okay,
You lost.
If tariffs worked, Trump wouldn't have to gaslight the American people about who paid the tariff in the first place, and you wouldn't have to pivot to the stock market every single time we try to bring up the on-the-ground effects, the unpredictability that tariffs create. Think about the long-term effects for my generation. Can you sit here and look me in the eye and say that tariffs are not inflationary?
Are you kidding?
I'm
Right
not kidding.
now, everything's working because the market.
Oh, bring up the market one more time. One more time. Pivot right back.
Kevin.
The market is the American
But Kevin,
economy.
it was,
have, like, one
it was
talking
a
point?
super simple question.
Which
Are
is?
tariffs inflationary or not?
Not yet. There haven't been.
I know.
All right, folks. So that is a clip of our friend of mine, friend of the show, Adam Mockler, who is just killing it on YouTube. He's a contributor. Sure to hit the like, subscribe, and alert bells before you go. All right, folks, we have several clips. We're going to finish this one. But of course, tariffs are inflationary, which is why Kevin O'Leary was desperate to change the topic and to avoid answering the question. The best he can offer is, well, they're not right now, except they are right now. And to the extent that they're not more inflationary, it's because Donald Trump has backed off. He's folded. He's chickened out of the maximum tariff approach that he promised. He doesn't get credit for that.
Are they
Well, the
inflationary?
2.7%.
Data from June shows that prices have gone up. There's a little bit of inflation, which informed Jerome Powell, head of the Federal Reserve.
Eggs are down.
Let me finish my
33%.
point. Let me finish my point. It informed Jerome Powell's decision to hold off on cutting interest rates.
Exactly.
People are unable to buy homes because mortgages
You know what I'm
are
beginning
far
to
more
learn?
expensive.
You guys hate numbers.
No, I don't hate numbers. I actually love numbers.
You hate numbers.
In fact,
Bring up the market.
I'll say
I
something.
bring you numbers.
I'll
You
say
hate
something
them.
positive about Trump. I'll say something positive about his tariff policy.
Last
in
word,
his
Anna.
in his first term, he was way smarter about tariffs. They were targeted. They were smart. They were so good that Biden came in, he kept them in place and even expanded upon them. But what Trump did by slapping on these insanely high tariffs, this like coercive thing with every country we do trade with, think about it. If I were one of those countries, how about we band together and refuse to make good deals with Trump?
All right, we got to.
Right. And Trump promised 90 days.
The link is in my description box. There is something I want to share with you about what I was saying about China. Let me get this right here. And it's several reports about the getting on war footing. Ken Klippenstein, remember that is where I got the story from. He seems to have good inside sources. That is where I first heard about Signalgate. That is where I first heard about the United States and Russia doing flybys with their B-2 bombers over Iran. That is where I got the story that along with Israel, the United States were thinking about dropping bombs on Iran. So if you're not subscribed to him, this is in my description box. With all eyes on Iran, Donald Trump has ordered the Pentagon to set its sights on China, a significant departure from the Biden administration. It says China has been identified as the major enemy of the future, according to the interim National Defense Strategic Guidance. It directs the American military to deter Beijing in the Indo-Pacific region. And if you notice, the idiot Hegseth is always talking the Indo-Pacific. I want to have a war ethos and all of this bullshit. If I haven't heard him say Indo-Pacific region 500 times, I ain't heard him say it once. But he has little to do with any of this planning because he's a numbnut and he's incapable of doing his job. So they have boxed this idiot out of this Indo-Pacific region planning. The previous strategy merely identified China as a pacing threat, meaning that China, rather than Russia, would guide the development of the overall size and shape of the U.S. military in preparing for future wars. At a time when all eyes are on the Middle East, the White House is clearly directing the Pentagon to focus more effort on preparing for war with China, says a senior intelligence official who has read the guidance. The new Cold War is on. President Obama originally ordered a strategic pivot to Asia, also known as a rebalance to Asia, aiming to increase the U.S. engagement and presence in the Asian Pacific region, acknowledged China's growth in economic and military power. The pivot was supposed to have also symbolized the end of U.S. fighting in the Middle East and the end to a global war on the global war on terror. President Biden softened Obama's shift. Okay, so the strategic guidance of the second 45-47 administration identifies three pillars: defend the homeland, deter China in the Indo-Pacific, and empower allies and partners to do more. It restores the peace through strength slogan of Reagan's years. You know, the peace through strength that Hegseth has stolen and tried to brand as his own slogan. That came from the Reagan era. Secretary of Defense Hegseth, who had only a minor role in preparing the strategic guidance guidance, according to the senior intelligence official, had directed the Pentagon to focus on three additional objectives: reestablish deterrence, rebuild our military, and revive the warrior ethos. Revive the warrior ethos. Of course, that's reestablishing deterrence is merely a catchphrase. The massive multi-billion dollar modernization of building a new ICBM, a all ballistic missile submarine, and the new stealth bomber predates 45-47. Rebuilding the military also isn't new, as the supposed shift from the insurgency and small war priorities to big war focus dates from the Obama years. Okay. Hexaf's main innovation has been reviving the warrior ethos, which internal documents describe as focusing on uh, lethality, meritocracy, and accountability standards and readiness. That is the basis for the abandoned DEI and rejection of trans soldiers and the objectification of women in the ranks, and a weird obsession with fitness standards. Okay, so let me show you something else about Hexaf in this. Something else that Hexaf has been up to in the military. Oh, hold on. I don't know why it went there. Let me show you something else that I found interesting. Uh, this right here. Troops question Los Angeles deployment. I told you that 2,000 of the National Guards have been taken from Los Angeles on the hush hush. There still are allegedly 2,000 National Guard and 700 Marines there. Now, a video troops questioning the Los Angeles deployment. This came out on July 22nd. The inside look at the ill-fated mission in soldiers' own words. We all feel a little anxious about why we're here. Okay. Thousands of troops and National Guards and active duties Marines are being withdrawn from Los Angeles. The ill-fated mission quietly ended. The objective so confused that even the Defense Department official news services is publishing stories about soldiers questioning the point. I've also been talking to those soldiers, and they affirm that there is so much of the 45-47 hex of show forth with little more than an unnecessary and politically motivated publicity stunt. So much so that I'm told that the Pentagon has ordered the California Guard to preserve all records related to the deployment just in case the military is sued. Turns out there could be reasonably foreseeable litigation regarding the mobilization in the future. One guard source tells me, adding wildly shocked, asked about any such order. Spokesperson for the California National Guard did not respond to my request for comment. I say a lot of the action, quote unquote, has died down quite a bit. So a lot of what we're doing is just us showing our presence, says Nicholas Gallegos of the Guard 1st Battalion, 143rd Field Artillery Regiment. So let me see. We have a couple of clips from the people who have been deployed to California.
I'd say a lot of the action, quote unquote, has died down quite a bit. So a lot of it is just us showing our presence.
Oh, that was, I just read that. Gallegos is referring to the anti-ICE protests and the civil unrest in LA that you know what I'm trying to say, precipitated, that came before the military deployment last month. Almost since the deployment began, troops on the ground saw that unrest had mostly dissipated. I think we all feel a little bit anxious about why we are here, said Private First Class Andrew Oliveira, a electronics repairman with the 578th Brigade Engineer Battalion, told the Defense News Service. That's him saying that. Far from the North Korea style, everything is great public relations exercise, I expected soldiers who deployed to LA are shockingly open about not just the nature of the mission, but their own unease with it. At first, it was a little scary not knowing what I'm jumping into, said specialist Nadia Cano, a chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear specialist with the 149th Chemical Company. Okay. If the Defense Department sees fit to quote these soldiers in official media, imagine what they are saying privately. So imagine this is what they feel okay with saying out loud. What's striking is how young and inexperienced many of the soldiers are, a concern flagged early on by Army sources. I was talking to many barely have a year of military service under their belts. Who better to go in there and give orders that they are not supposed to follow? Okay, so let me let me share this other thing that was in the Daily Mail about um, China. And it all has to do with the tariffs in China. Uh, why the U.S. is being put on a war footing for China. If you don't know, now you know. Okay, okay. Trump says he's. Oh, let me get this. I hate this. It has so many ads and all of that. Shit, I hate this. Okay, hold on. Here's the story right here. Okay. Lord. 4547 says he's prepping for war with China as he takes huge economic gamble, angering Xi Jinping. Okay. Oh, this is April. This was in April 2025. That's around the time that the Muskrat was supposed to be looking at the war plans that they had. Let me see. Where is the story? I'm not paying. It's not behind the paywall. Goddamn. It's behind a paywall. I apologize. I am not paying for that story. So I apologize for that. Y'all like, hey, no pressure. Oh, what's going on? I'm glad I got tomorrow off. I'm going to be sleepy. Okay, let me see. The joke is the whole world wanted American dollars and would do somersaults to do deals with the U.S. Now they are all running to the BRICS. They are all running to the BRICS. That's where they're running, and that's why they are so nervous and trying to threaten, like South Africa, if they do. Of course, it would be a black country that they are threatening about doing trade with the BRICS, and that is allegedly why they put such a high tariff on South Africa. It's because their involvement with the BRICS. Peep gang, because they're blacks. Okay, so okay, we've talked about the bricks. Okay, let me JD Vance. I would be remiss if I didn't tell you about what JD Vance is up to. You heard that Rupert Murdoch was putting out that story about 45, 47. But what you don't know is that JD Vance paid Rupert Murdoch a visit. Or do you know that? Do you know that prior to the story coming out, that JD Vance paid Rupert Murdoch a visit? Let's hear more about this. Now, you know that JD Vance is financed by what is his name? The CEO, the owner of Palantir, not the CEO. What is his name? I've told you about him. The weird looking guy. I've told you guys. What is his name? Oh my God, I am. Oh, I keep on wanting to say David Sachs, but I know it's not David Sachs. The guy from South Africa who is the creator of Palantir. Anyway, so that's who financed JD Vance. So what is JD Vance doing in the back with Rupert Murdoch before this story came out, which really put him in a tailspin about the alleged drawing of the underage, what appears to be an underage nude young lady with the we something about their secrets that they share. He and Epstein. So you got to be very cautious, because if you think that 45, 47 is bad, and if they decide to knock him out of office, I have showed you the pinings of J.D. Vance and the quotations of Curtis Yargan, a whole anti Nazi sympathizer, and I wonder how is J.D. Vance in here talking about Curtis Yarvin is inspires him so much and all of his teachings, and at the same time they're trying to lock up college students, saying that they are anti-Semitic because they are pro-Palestinian and they want the unaliving of Palestinians to stop. But let's be clear, who's waiting in the wings? JD Vance. So let's hear a little bit of this.
The most delicious tea broke over the weekend. The person that blew the whole Epstein and the letter, the pubic hair with the signature, J.D. Vance. That's what's being reported. Okay, so Daily Mail says J.D. Vance secret trip to Rupert Murdoch's Montana ranch.
Hold
Wall
on.
Street Journal broke bombshell Epstein story. And then Rick Wilson, who
Hold on. Here we
the
go.
most delicious tea broke over the weekend. The person that blew the whole Epstein and the letter, the pubic hair with the signature, J.D. Vance. That's what's being reported. Okay. So Daily Mail says J.D. Vance secret trip to Rupert Murdoch's Montana ranch before Wall Street Journal broke bombshell Epstein story. And then Rick Wilson, who is deeply connected in Republican circles, has tons of scoop. I completely believe him. J.D. Vance made a secret trip to meet with Rupert and Lachlan Murdoch. He wasn't going there to shut down the Epstein file stories. He was going to negotiate the presidential succession coverage. Any MAGA who thinks Vance would never screw Trump doesn't know JD Vance. Okay, here's the thing. On this podcast, Jennifer and I have been saying forever, JD Vance is slimier. He's more diabolical.
Peter Thiel.
Nobody wants power more than.
I'm talking about Peter Thiel has financed the billionaire Peter Thiel, who has all these contracts and military installations in Israel for sure, and in the United States for sure, that can unalive you based on data that they have collected on you, uh, true or false, indifferent, based on data. Let's continue.
Him. He married the daughter of immigrants because he was pro-immigration. Now he's turned to be a white supremacist and says, I love my wife, but she's not white. Those are the kind of things he does. He can't defend his wife against MAGA when they're racist. He can't defend his kids. He absolutely has zero moral issue with getting Trump out and putting himself in. I believe all of this. I think this was a matter of time. Trump's got swollen ankles. He's rotting. His skin's rotting off. JD Vance has.
I love them. If you haven't haven't gone over to IHIP News, the link is in my description box. I am going to also drop this here in the chat. Go over and check these ladies out.
Nefarious plan all cooked up. And it's probably because the Epstein files are just the tip of the iceberg. And then Donald Trump, who makes everything he touches just die and worse, gets on a right-wing media influencer site, news or something, and admits he's in the Epstein files.
Were run by Chris Wray, and they were run by Comey, and because it was actually even before that administration, right? They've been running these files, and so much of the things that we found were fake with me.
Okay, were fake with me.
And that's what I played for you guys on yesterday. Okay, so let's continue.
Okay, that's horseshit. Christopher Wray was appointed by Trump. Biden left him in as the FBI director. If Biden had all the goods on Trump and he wanted to weaponize against Trump, he would have released the Epstein files. But because Biden has just a moral and ethical level that Trump doesn't have, Trump knows he's in these files. We're seeing reports that Ivana was great friends with Ghislaine Maxwell. And now we're seeing Epstein accusers come out and say, yeah, he and Trump were in it up to their eyeballs together. Here we go. So Maria Farmer, this is from Rolling Stone. Maria Farmer twice reported Donald Trump's connection with sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein to the FBI, shining light on how the president may be mentioned in the Epstein files held by the Justice Department. And the headline reads, Epstein accuser twice told FBI about his ties to Trump. Okay, important note, if you are unaware, Maria Farmer went 20 or 25 years. I want to say she went as early as like the early 90s to the FBI because Ghislaine Maxwell and Jeffrey Epstein took her to Les Wexner's like property in Ohio and were trying to have sex with her. And so she barricaded herself in. Her dad came and got her. She went to the FBI then decades before all this mess came out. So Maria Farmer, I believe her 1,000%.
Oh, okay. So if you don't know who Lex Wexler is, he is a another mega billionaire. I do believe he is the owner of Victoria's Secret. Jeffrey Epstein lived in a guest house on his property for some reason. Allegedly, I think it was a guest house. He didn't even have his own property. He lived in Lex Wexler's guest house. So that's where he comes in. And remember, they have mentioned whatever his last name is. Many times they had even mentioned him as being another one of the people who I believe gave one of those birthday greetings for Epstein's 50th birthday. He's never denied any type of relationship, friendship that he has had with Epstein. It's also interesting that they have been buying up Lex Wexler or whatever his name is has been buying up a whole lot of property uh, around his mansion in Ohio, and these are not small homes. These are mansions and mini mansions that they have been buying up. There is a big a story about all of the land that he had been buying up and doing nothing with. Some of the houses, most of the houses were torn down, and some of them are yet to be torn down. Whole communities, whole subdivisions, and just regular single family mansions. I forgot how that story went with him. Anyway, I digressed. Let's get back on track.
If you look at pictures, like how many pictures have we seen with Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump? A gazillion. How many, the article for the New Yorker, oh, yeah, Jeffrey is a good friend of mine. And the lawsuit, pro se, filed a powerhouse lawsuit. My gosh, not surprised at all. And then Trump files his bombshell lawsuit. Okay, first of all, here's his post that he's breaking news. We have just filed a powerhouse lawsuit against everyone involved in publishing the fake news, blah, blah, blah. Okay, here's the deal. He filed the lawsuit pro se. So Donald Trump, the president of the United States, did not use counsel to file this lawsuit. Here he is. Here's the federal reporting system. It's all computerized. And you see he's suing everybody. He's represented by Donald J. Trump.
So that's another reason why this is another a fucking Hail Mary to get your attention off. Oh, I'm innocent and I'm going to sue. And we know that he has been notorious for filing suits and just letting them languish until they go away and not pursuing these big lawsuits that he filed. ABS and CBS and ABC should have learned from that, but oh well. They want to bow down because they want to sell their companies and get billions of money. They're like, fuck that. Give him this 10, 20 million. Let's keep it rolling. Anyway, I digressed again.
Say that means he doesn't have a lawyer. Okay, so that couple things here. Either he's too fucking cheap and he wants the Justice Department to pursue this, which they cannot because this is not in his official capacity. And he has a bazillion lawyers, but he's putting them all at the Justice Department to do nefarious shit over there. There's no reason he doesn't have a lawyer. Alina Habba can't get confirmed. She's going to be back in the picture, and she's only cost him like hundreds of millions of dollars. Also, when Trump files a lawsuit, he puts himself open to depositions and discovery. And truth is a defense to all of these things. So do you think that the Wall Street Journal and Rupert Murdoch are scared or worried? Hell to the no, because it is obvious Trump's ended up to his eyeballs. But we have reporting from Brian Stelter that this just in from the Wall Street Journal parent, Dow Jones. We have full confidence in the rigor and accuracy of our reporting and will vigorously defend any lawsuit. Here's the deal. Trump has more to lose than they do in this lawsuit because he's going to have to go in and be
discovery. That's what he has to. All the discovery that this lawsuit will bring about. He don't want none of that. Let's continue.
And say, I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I mean, I think in his deposition for the Trump org or some other one of the bazillion lawsuits, he pled the fifth over 400 times because this man is a walking criminal enterprise. And so the fallout between Rupert Murdoch and the Wall Street Journal and Donald Trump is fascinating to me. But So we wonder, when is it going to trickle over to Fox News? I don't know.
Now, that's what I was wondering. When I heard this story, I was like, let me make sure my mic is on. When I heard this story, I was like, well, has Fox News turned on him yet? Have they started shading him yet? I know that he doesn't like their actual polls that come out, but I don't know if they start shading him yet. But let's continue.
Something that's so important right now with the just bevy of misinformation is finding factual information so that you know what you're reading is correct information. And the way Jennifer and I do that is with Ground News. Basically, the spot artists on the topic, it tells you friendship. While on the left, you see Donald Trump sues Wall Street Journal reporters, Rupert Murdoch, for $10 billion over fake Epstein letter. It's so important to understand what you're reading and that it is factual. And that is why we want you to join us by going to groundnews.com/IHIP to find out, as absolutely zero shock in the corruption-laden Justice Department under Pam Bondi, that she assigned agents to go through 100,000 records. The Daily Beast reports, Attorney General Pam Bondi made FBI agents troll through about 100,000 investigative files relating to child sex. Donald Trump, according, but I'll tell you what does surprise me. She has the wherewithal to do all that, but the cover-up of just saying there is no client list after all the shit she's done, the incompetence in this cover-up, when these people easily could have, just provided fake documents and all these fake.
How many times do they redact something and they tell you that it has to be redacted because it has something to do with the victim? They could have redacted it. So go over and check these ladies out. One more thing that I want to share with you. Someone from CNN called 4547 about one of these breaking stories today, and he did answer the phone. And then when they said that they were CNN, he told them this. Let me. Let me see. Where is it? Here we are, right here. This is Pondering Politics. We were with him earlier. Uh, he broke the story to me. Okay, here we go.
So, Andrew, when you get all this, and all of this, as I just want to emphasize, right, has not been seen before. So you actually called President Trump. You called him directly to ask him about this.
Yeah, we were not on the phone very long. I think our call is about 30 seconds or so. But when I asked him about the wedding photo, he said, he sort of paused for a second and then said, "You've got to be kidding me," before calling CNN fake news and then hanging up on me.
All right, folks. So, breaking news, CNN has unearthed previously unpublished video footage and photographs of Donald Trump and Elon Musk because they were once best friends. And CNN went to ask Donald Trump about it. And
he doesn't mean Elon Musk. He's talking about Jeffrey Epstein. I think he had a mind bloop. He's talking about the CNN broke that story about Jeffrey Epstein being at the wedding. Okay. I know it happens. Okay, here we go.
The report, we're going to take a look at the report. And we're also going to take a look at subsequent commentary from Maggie Haberman, who is perhaps
But, so let's start with the one at Trump's wedding. I mean, this is a significant development.
Well, yeah, it is. Trump's wedding to Marla Maples in 1993 was dubbed the wedding of the century by the media at the time. And although we know that Trump and Epstein were friends during this period, this is really the first time that it's actually been reported that Trump invited Epstein to his wedding. This is, we should note, more than a decade
Okay,
before.
so we went over these pictures earlier. The link is in me. This is also them at the Victoria's Secret event. We do know, I just told you that the owner of Victoria's Secret was a friend of Epstein, and he does not deny it. This is them at a Victoria's Secret fashion show. Let's go here.
90s. She that case ended with Trump being found liable for sexual abuse and defamation. He had to pay her hundreds of millions of dollars, and on top of that, the presiding judge in that case clarified that what the jury found in that civil proceeding would be commonly referred to in the common parlance as rape. Okay, so I want you to remember this. Okay, so E.G.
Now, that's what the judge said. It would be, he told you what the judge said. And this is the exact reason why he sued George Stephanopoulos, because he used the R word. But technically, I believe on the paperwork, it says S.A. But the judge, they did not fight it. They knew that they had a fight, but they did not fight the case. They just dumped over money for access. And do they think that they're not going to get it again? So what are we going to get? We're going to get some half-ass news that has to be approved by the regime. That's what we're going to get. Let's continue.
Carol, the reason I'm bringing this clip up is because in this clip, Trump is given a photo of E. Jean Carroll, and he confused Marla Maples. The guy said he not only doesn't know E. Jean Carroll, but also said she's not my type. No way. Not even interested in her anyway. Just like a really crass, gross thing to say.
That's what he was saying when he was going through the trial. Like, oh, look at her. I wouldn't have anything to do with her. So this is his deposition. And they asked him, who is this?
Actually, during a live video deposition, confuses her with his ex-wife, Marla Maples, at whose wedding Jeffrey Epstein attended.
I don't even know who the woman. Let's see. I don't know who. It's Marla.
You say Marla's in this photo?
Marla. It's my wife.
Which one are you pointing to? No.
Here. Oh,
The person you just pointed to was
I
E. Jean
see.
Carroll.
Who is that? Who is this?
So if he
again-
thought that E. Jean Carroll was Marla, obviously he's his type. Let's continue. So type enough that he cheated on his first wife to screw Marla and marry her. Let's continue.
To original sin. That in and of itself is an indictment of Trump's mental fitness for office, to say nothing of his criminal, disgusting behavior. But I digress. Since Marla Maples was mentioned, I felt the need to bring up that clip. Now, going back to these unearthed Epstein photos and footage, Maggie Haberman weighs in on Trump's reaction to it.
All right, a lot to go over with the New York Times White House correspondent Maggie Haberman. Maggie, nice to see you this evening. First, I just want to get your reaction to the K-File reporting we just saw. These photos of Jeffrey Epstein and Donald Trump together, Jeffrey Epstein at the wedding to Marla Maples. You know, you've reported on Donald Trump for a long time. Is it clear to you how close these men were?
Look, from people I've spoken to, they were fairly close. I understand that the president has since said that they didn't know each other well. In 2002, he told a magazine that, I think it was New York Magazine, that he was a terrific guy and praised him. They had a falling out not long after that. But, the photographs do show a story. They were around each other enough. They were around.
I have heard one report that the falling out was not, in fact, because of the charges brought on Epstein. The first set of charges brought on Epstein, and then they tried to, he threw him out because he found out he was a perv. It is being reported that they're falling out he said he thinks he lived on Palm Beach. He knows he lived on Palm Beach because they had a falling on Palm Beach. Okay, I just wanted to add that.
Each other a decent amount. I don't know how one would measure the proximity. The issue for the president is that his supporters have been raising questions about Jeffrey Epstein for many, many years, and he himself did in the context of Bill Clinton at the beginning of 2015.
And again, Epstein famously referred to Trump in an interview with Michael Wolff as the quite clearly that they were, at least for a period of time, quite close. But let's look into the file. Exclusive. Newly discovered photos and video shed fresh light on Trump's ties to Jeffrey Epstein. Newly uncovered archive video footage and photos reveal fresh details about Trump's past relationship with Jeffrey Epstein. Photos from 1993 confirm for the first time that Epstein attended Trump's 1993 wedding to Marla Maples. Epstein's attendance at the ceremony at the Plaza Hotel was not widely known until now. In addition, footage from a 1999 Victoria's Secret fashion event in New York was Trump and Epstein laughing and chatting together ahead of the event. Since K-File uncovered in the 90s and 2000s, Trump and Epstein appeared together in at least one video among the limited archival footage reviewed. The new footage and photos, which have not been widely reported and predate any of Epstein's known legal issues, came amid renewed scrutiny of Trump's past relationship with Epstein. The Justice Department's recent decision not to release the long-promised files related to Epstein has spurred outrage in some corners of Trump's MAGA movement, where people developed an expectation for bombshell revelations into Epstein's alleged co-conspirators. In a brief call with CNN on Tuesday, Trump, when asked about the wedding photos, responded, quote, "You've got to be kidding me," before repeatedly calling CNN, quote, "fake news," and hanging up. In a statement to CNN, White House Communications Director Stephen Chung said, quote, "These are nothing more than out-of-context frame grabs of innocuous videos and pictures of widely attended events disgustingly infer something nefarious. The fact is that the president kicked him out of his club for being a creep. This is nothing more than a continuation of the fake news stories concocted by the Democrats and the liberal media." Allegations that Epstein sexually abused underage girls first surfaced in 2005, leading to his arrest a year later. He was arrested again in 2019 on federal sex trafficking charges and later died in jail, fueling numerous conspiracy theories. The medical examiner ruled his death a suicide by hanging. A past relationship. Trump's references at social events in Palm Beach and New York. No law enforcement authorities have ever accused Trump of wrongdoing in relation to Epstein. The two had a falling out in the mid-2000s, according to the Washington Post, stemming from a dispute over a high-profile real estate deal in Palm Beach. Before then, photos and
I knew I had heard it. I mean, I'm glad that I was able to verify that came from CNN Politics. Even though 4547's press secretary, I think he was the press secretary under the liar Caroline Levitt, came out and said, "Oh, there's a bunch of screen grabs and trying to insinuate something and blah blah blah." And he threw him out when he knew he was a perv. It is reported that is not why he threw him out. Night, Pam. I hope you guys have learned something here today. I just wanted to fill you guys on the news that has happened today. I don't know what has been going on since I've been live. I'm pretty sure I will have more news for you tomorrow. Oh my God. I could not get up today. I had my live scheduled at the regular time. I have been I just have been not been on top of my regular morning time. I'm not going to bed. Where you going live? I was waiting for the link. Sarah is going to bed. Oh, good night, Sarah. Let me give you. Is this the link, Lord? Let me find the link. Good night, Z Sarah. I appreciate you coming over and modding for me. Very carry you as well. Here's the link. Let's talk about it. Can you see the link? Oh, your eyes are better now. Don't tell me to go to bed. I would cuss you out for that shit. I know I'm old, Lordy. Oh, you just happy you can see the link because you finally got them peepers fixed. Good night to you as well. Do I got to put up my banner? Are you gonna P-bomb me? Are you a dark skinned chick with an avatar? Are you gonna come up here and P-bomb me? Let me put my avatar up. Let me give her something she like. I'm gonna put this up for you.
Let me put that motherfucker's page up. Look at that bitch. Look at goddamn fucking finger wave on. Look at that nigga. That's how he look. That's how he wanna look. Bitch. There ain't no fucking plane. Sissy ass, queen ass bitch. Ronnie Q, look at you. Don't be starting shit, Ronnie Q. Ain't nobody said nothing. Look at you. You
I said, let me
stop
put up
down right
something you
about
like.
now. That's some shit Stop that would do. God damn, Ronnie Q. I can't even come over here. I ain't fucking around with none of y'all no more.
I didn't see. Girl, I don't know what is going on with my notifications. I don't get no freaking no. I guess I go to so many different channels that the beef sector is not giving me my notification. I just happened up on T Velocity today. Thank goodness. And shit, I don't know why I'm not getting any notification. So what's up, reviews of you?
Hey, hi Ronnie Q. How you doing? I did catch you talking about my eyes. Yes, I got new eyeballs. Don't be talking. Don't be coming for me. I can see your ass now. Okay.
I can see you coming.
I can see you coming, and so now I can see. But yeah, so that's a whole another thing. But that ain't nothing nobody really cares about. But baby, a whole lot of stuff been going on. Oh my goodness.
What's been going on? I saw Very Carey had a good live. There was a couple people up there, but that were but she had a good live. Is that still going on? Is he still talking about that?
Yes. But the Dookie Gate, I named it Dookie Gate when Rico and Wiley met up. And they shitted all over goddamn DC. They met VS or whatever. Everybody was shitting everywhere. And I named that, they were shitting in the shower, fucking and all that. I named that Doo-Doo Gate. And
why is it that every place Wiley go is some left around? Remember when they went to film that show, and he
yes
5A shower and it was a speck of boo-boo allegedly left in there?
Yes, I remember.
It's a shitty mess, huh?
It's a shitty mess. So now, apparently, the Tommy and Tommy and Castro been going at it and stuff, which we sick of it. And Wilson been pumping it out like he done got nothing else to talk about. That little fucking bitch. So now Tommy then came out with some video of some doodle towel that was sitting on there. I thought it was the prayer cloth towel that Wilson had sold.
Girl, I saw that, and Jay Wilson had did a short of it. That's why I was asking, are they still? I mean, because I saw that like not yesterday, the day before yesterday. I thought he'd be done with that. Is he still talking about that shit today?
No, he came on his live again talking about it and singing about it and act like he's smelling it and everything. And then Miss Deanna Earn came on and she was like trying to figure out what the hell this unsanitary goddamn situation is going on. Miss Deanna did a good live. But Miss Deanna thought it was she didn't see it. She thought it was a washcloth. No, it's a whole bath towel. Miss Deanna.
I thought it was a hand towel and not the.
No, it's a whole bath cloth. That's a bath towel.
Ooh.
That's a whole lot of shit.
Somebody needs to clean themselves out before they go into the lovemaking aspect of it all. Well, if they doing it like that.
Miss Ronnie Q, my bestie, and I don't even call him a bestie. He smack me in the face. I've known him for 35 years, gay male friend. No, there's a whole routine that you do when you do that situation. Yeah. You cleanse yourself out. you make sure you eat the right foods and you clean yourself out and stuff like that. And then, you don't have any situations like that. Now, situations like that occur when they're new. They're new.
I think that Jay Wilson has a fetish for that. Because
Yes.
nobody can be that intrigued about that. I think that he like well, he can't get painted on because he ain't got enough to penetrate deep enough
No,
to
he
reach.
got a baby finger.
Yeah.
And the correct terminology is called painted. That's
Yeah.
what they say. Yeah, you got painted on when you had sex with somebody and then they end up shitting on your dick. And that's not the goal. But there are some people who like that type of situation. I think maybe Jay Wilson might be one of those people, but he can't understand that his little peen can't get in there to make somebody shit all over his little penis. So
While he over there going over what Castro and them talking about, he better take his shitty ass to Dubai where they paying some coin. But they'll cut his peen off and his neck up because they don't believe in that type of
Right.
situation over there. So
Yeah, pass. So that's what I had heard. And so Wilson, for the fact that he's still talking about this is kind of odd for a grown ass man, a religious man, allegedly religious man, a clean living man. Mhm.
And don't he know that is like a really disgusting topic?
It's disgusting.
Oh.
And it's the now I do know about the fetishes when they do that. They know, even the people that like to get shitted on, they prepare it. They put a plastic thing down or in the bathtub or wherever they do it, or in the bed. They put plastic and layer it down and stuff like that. And then they go ahead and proceed to get it on. Okay. I used to too. And then everybody come and shit it, and then they wrap it all up and throw it in the trash.
Motherfucker come running to the bed with some poop bags on their hands and shit. Oh, god damn.
And you know how I know about it? But me and my jobs I used to have, when after I got out of college, I was a night auditor at a hotel.
Mm-hmm.
And they would come into, not like the people that like those type of fetishes, they would come into the hotels and do that. And so the maids would be talking, because I was an employee, they'd be talking, and they'd be like, somebody. Back then there wasn't a whole lot of Latino workers, so I could understand what they were saying. So they would be like, because I was getting ready to break into my Latino voice. But anyway, they would just say, somebody shitted in the bathroom, somebody shitted in the thing. And they would already let us know that those were people that, they came in to have that shit party. They ain't gonna do that shit at their house. Them lawyers and doctors and nurses. So they get a shitty turn you take to a hotel. Yeah. And it's
Now,
probably too much.
D. Sarah said, "You giving me an education tonight. I'm gonna have nightmares. I'm an OCD clean freak."
And this is from 1980 that I'm talking about, like 1986 or 1987. I don't know nothing about this stuff currently, but I'm just saying what I know from.
There was a movie or a series where these two dudes, I don't even remember if it was two dudes or if it was a dude and a girl, and they got together at a hotel, and it was supposed to be some golden shower action, and so, somebody forgot to bring the big plastic to spread out, and you just thought I was just gonna piss and we just gonna be piss all over the floor. I remember that, but it wasn't no golden shower action. So that's the first time that I heard that they come prepared for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they used to do it at hotels and things. The shitty and the pissy and this anytime people back then. Well, now I don't know what they do now. I guess you can sign up for different places, but back then, when you checked into hotels and stuff, and you did all that kind of stuff, that's what put people on notice. They're like, cleanup fee, all these extra fees and stuff. People bringing dogs in the hotel rooms and stuff. Child, hotels was the place where all the ratchet shit was going down in the 80s.
Child. Now, us gypsies don't even crap in our homes. We had to have outside facilities. Oh,
yes.
No. Oh,
Mhm.
no. It's considered unclean.
Mm-hmm.
It's considered to poop where you sleep. I understand that you're not supposed to shit where you eat. But
Mm-hmm. It's like
that that means something different. You don't shit where you eat. Is you don't start confusion and all of this type of stuff in your place of solace, like you know, or at your
what
job. You don't
you said
screw
right at that job.
somebody
You don't
at a
fuck
coworker.
somebody at work because you
You
don't
don't
shit
do
where you eat. Right, because that
yeah.
money gonna get fucked up while you sleeping with somebody there. And then if you got something going on at home, so you don't shit where you eat, where you make your
Yeah,
money.
and then when you guys break up, you don't want to go to work and have to deal with whatever comes after y'all stop seeing
Mhm.
each other. That's the you know shit where you eat
Yeah.
or go to school or you know someplace that you go on a regular basis that you
Mhm.
don't want to be dealing with that BS.
Mm-hmm. They
Now,
should have had a saying
I
like that
remember
at churches. Go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
remember when I was a kid, my my grandparents had an outhouse. Now,
Yeah.
you, I was real. My mom used to always say, "How you remember that outhouse?" She was so. Who can't remember a goddamn outhouse? And it was wood, and it had a toilet seat on it. Oh my god, I used to hate that motherfucking outhouse. It actually had a toilet
Mhm.
seat on it. Now, when they filled in the outhouse. But when they had the outhouse, you couldn't go out there at night because it was in the south.
Nope.
Because it would be snakes and shit around. You never know what was around
Mhm.
out there. So they had those chamber pots that they would sit by the bed.
Mhm.
My grandmother had one for like every bedroom. You know, those houses they add a room and you got to go through a room to get to the
Yeah.
next room, and it's just rooms added. That was when I was young. But my
Mhm.
aunt built her a brand new brick house. But yeah, those were the fun days. And you go to
Yeah.
sleep in the pot, be by your bed. You wake up, they done took the pot out of the house.
Hmm. Now, Miss Reinke, I went. I remember when I was because I was visiting my relatives. I know somebody hates when I always say I'm talking about my grandparents. I don't even know why that lady. I don't even know who you know if I'm talking about, but she insinuated that I didn't grow up with a white picket fence with the father and the mother. But every time I talk about any experiences, fun experiences, I always speak about my grandmother and my
Hmm.
grand. But anyway, that's what I do. So I remember going to we were going to other relatives of my grandparents, and we went down there, and that outhouse was a dark wooden little box, and it had a hole in the bench. It was like a bench with a hole in there, and then it had a lid
Hmm.
on it. And
Hmm.
then I don't even know if there was toilet paper there. There was some kind of paper or
Yeah.
something.
We
Yeah.
had toilet paper. We had a little toilet tissue roll, that metal toilet tissue roll. It would be
Okay.
our outhouse on the inside. It was kind of set up like a airplane lavatory. You know how the
Oh
whole
yeah.
bat, the whole big old
Mhm.
bat and shit, and then it had a hole in it, kind of towards the front. Oh, child.
Well, somebody had to hold me because I had to go to the bath. They had to hold me over the hole because the hole was like I was a look. I remember, you know how you
You were
remember
too
certain things.
small.
I was
Ooh.
too smart. I was so far. Shit. So somebody had to go in there with me, and they had to hold me over there. And I was like, I'm used to flushing toilets and shit. I'm like, what kind of fool hala is this shit? But after a while, after you went the first time, then you got used to it, you know. Yeah. But yeah, I remember that. Who can't remember going to a shit house like that?
Is that what you call it? The
How you
town?
can't remember that shit?
We call it the outhouse. The
It's the
shit house.
outhouse. I know, right? Because we couldn't say the word shit back then.
Mm-mm. We couldn't even say hell, damn. You get smacked in the mouth.
See, none.
It wasn't none of
Oh
that
my
going on.
god.
We wasn't out here talking like our mama didn't have her first four front teeth. We couldn't talk
Right.
like them children.
Mm-mm. And if you did, you was hanging around the wrong kids. Oh, you couldn't hang. Oh, when I used to go down to visit my grandparents, I could not hang around with certain kids. Mm-mm. I'm like, why? They fun. No, no. But ended up hanging around with them anyway. You know, on the side. You know, you always have friends. relatives say, "Don't hang around that person." That was the most fun person. We'd be riding bicycles with no shoes on, rolling on the handlebars and shit.
When you first get to the country and you be you know how they have the little pebbles and stuff on the
Mhm.
roads, and you be like your feet be all tender, you be like and by
Right.
the time the summer's over, you running full pace on there just like it's
Like
nobody.
it's nothing.
Yeah, girl.
Loofah pedals, girl. You didn't feel no pain. But yeah, like you said at the beginning, like bitch, that should change.
And now, can I share something with you, a viewer's review?
You can't. Is this my life? That's your life. Oh, this my life.
I want to share with you.
You want to share with
My
somebody that got
husband,
some goddamn common sense. That's what you was getting ready to
no,
say. Go ahead.
my husband says I don't know how you can watch that mess. And
Oh,
girl, when I saw this yesterday, you know, it's like a rabbit hole. You go
okay.
deep and deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Girl, let me show you this.
Oh, what we got?
And
Oh, I'm scared. Let me clutch my pearls.
what's going on
Oh,
here?
I see that. Right. Okay. I ain't got no problem looking at that.
What's going on
Ooh.
here, though?
Oh, it's stuck to. I don't even know how to pronounce this word. Oni. Oh, okay. Onychromacysis, chromacocysis. I don't know. And dead skin are stuck together. Oh, these are two issues. That one thing, the O word, and then dead skin. Oh, they stuck together. Oh, look at them toenails.
Is that okay? What's going on with this toe right here?
The one that's getting ready to get lanced with the clip. Oh, that one just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna hide in the corner. I don't have nothing to do with this. These two toes on the other side of me are taking up the space." So that one just shriveled down. That one said, "Fuck it, I'm just going to."
Now, I was thinking that the toenail grew backwards. You know how some people's toenails grow backwards and laid on their feet, and
That's the knuckle.
then I realized that is bone.
That's the knuckle bone, right? That person got a second toe that got a long knuckle. You know how the people got the second toe? Yeah, that's the knuckle, the long, the double joint. Mhm.
So is that foot? Is the toe gone?
It
Is
could
that
be.
bone?
It's trying to hang on. Yeah, it's a bone, but it's trying to hang on. It's trying to fit in. It's trying to get in where it fit in. Because
Okay,
you
so
see the toe. So you got the toe, you got the long toe, that one, and then see that toe actually, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this, Miss Ronica, and I'm not lying. Our feet really don't need certain toes on there. The pinky toe is really not needed because we used to need it for balancing and stuff like that. But that toe right there is not really needed because the other twos are dominant. You see that big toe, the second toe, and that fourth toe. They can handle that person walking, running, sprinting.
so let's get into this a little bit.
Oh my God, yes.
I had my husband watching this. I was like, "Oh, look at this one!" And because I saw he watched one and he was like, "I have never in my life." Okay, let's get to what's going on with this toe. They have started this, and I was shocked. I was
Go ahead.
shocked, girl.
Let me go on mute.
It's playing. Go on and talk.
Oh, it's playing. Okay. Well, I just threw up a little bit, but yeah, that right part, that right there, they got to take that part off and see. Look how it's got.
I think
Yeah,
that's the toenail that grew backwards.
I think it's just the rough callus that eventually kind of got so hard and that it kind of embedded itself into the skin. See, look how they took it off, and now it looks like it's all clear. Oh, I can't see it now.
No,
Miss
let's.
Ro-
I want to see this one. I want to see this one.
Okay, let's see that.
Okay, let's see. No, I don't want to
Ooh,
see
that
that big toe.
toenail.
I don't want to see the big toe. I want to see that third toe.
The baby toe. The toe that switched for the baby toe position.
I want to see this toe. That's what I want to see. Now
It
I
does look
swear.
like it's rotten. Yeah,
Don't it look
gangrene. It looks like
Yes.
it got gangrene in there.
Okay. So let's see. Let me speed this up. I don't watch these on regular time. I watch them on double time.
Yeah, you have. Oh, look at just moving there. Oh my God.
And my husband be like, "What are you watching?" And then he gets stuck. Ugh, and he gets stuck. And then I'll find another one. I'll be like, "Baby, you gotta watch this." Leonard,
And look
Leonard,
his
you
moving.
still
Look
there?
how he moving it. Look how he moving it with the nut in the ooh. It's like a oh.
Leonard, you there? Let me see if Leonard's still there. The man usually can't stand it.
No.
He'd be like, "How do you watch this garbage?"
I can watch this. I can watch it. I'm watching it now.
Look at he. Leonard's
Oh,
like,
it's
"Oh
getting ready
my
to come up like
god!"
an armor. It's like an armor. Look at that.
Yes, I was
Now he
shocked.
got a
at
new
their-
toe.
I
Oh,
was
I bet that
shocked.
feels. I bet that feels so good for that person. Look at his toe. See, I told you it was hiding and fighting from the other toes.
Girl, I thought that
there.
was the bone. I was shocked that there was toe under there. Okay, so let me show you one more, girl. Now
That was a good one.
Oh shit.
That was a good one because there was a toe living up under there, and it was just hiding because the other two were bullying that toe. Mhm. Hey, Very
Girl.
Carey. Miss Very Carey just threw up, Miss Ronnie.
Very Carey, you still here? Oh, you
Yeah, she
ain't.
just-
You haven't thrown up yet, Very Carey. Let me see.
I didn't know you like looking at these things. I look at these videos all the time.
Yeah, they have to do them right. I hate the ones that don't do their patients right.
Right.
I don't
You
want to
can
watch that
tell.
one. He wasn't. Now, that's not one. Hold on. One more. Let me try one more time. I thought I had it saved. I thought I just saw it.
Very Carey said, I just ate. Okay, girl, just calm down. Tilt your head back to the side and don't even worry about it. Don't even think about it. But I knew that toe was under there, Miss Ronicky, because I didn't see that one, but I've seen other ones. Go ahead, lady.
Now, here's the other one I want to share with you.
Okay.
Now, this I have never. I had never seen nothing like that one. I saw this. I had never first, but and then I saw that one last night. Girl, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh yeah, I saw that one, baby. Okay, go ahead. Look at the toes up under the foot. No, ma'am. No, that they're showing the bottom, but see, it looked like the top of the toe on the big foot, and then to look at the one by the time we get to the fourth foot, that toenail. Okay, go ahead, Miss Ronicky.
Okay. Now, what? Okay, so I need a question. What is this right here? That can't be a toenail. It looks like some chocolate taffy. You know how you suck on taffy and it becomes the shape of your tongue or something. It looks like somebody slapped it on there. What the fuck is that? What the
That
fuck
is
this
the
on the big
toenail.
toe?
That's the big toenail, and that's the shit that's growing on the side of it. So that's the big
But
toenail.
isn't that the toenail, the white part up here? What is the brown part?
The pink part. Go move it over to the side in the middle. What you
That's
see in
the
the
toe.
That's the toenail.
The toe. That's the toe right here. No, that's the front of the
thinking
toe.
that the toenail is. I can't remember what they do.
Okay.
They might pull the toenail off. Okay. Go ahead.
That's I think they. I'll call that a turtle.
It is a turtle or an uncircumcised peen. I'm sorry.
Maybe it's at that peen that Dimples was sucking in the alley that had all that crud in it.
Oh my god! Now
That
y'all
had all that cheese in it. Let's see what this is,
all that
y'all.
back cheese.
Y'all ready?
Yeah, go ahead. Oh yeah, I saw this one. Go ahead.
Is that skin?
Yeah, that's crust skin.
I think that's toenail.
Is it wrapped around? Oh, you know what, Ronnie Q? That's the toenail that wrapped around from the top of it and then wrapped around in the corner because of the shoe shape. That's exactly what that is. That's straight up.
Now watch
toenail.
how it look. That's a fucking turtle. That's a whole turtle on that fucking foot. Look at that shit. That's why I said it's a turtle.
It's a.
Oh, look like a turtle.
Oh my god! It looks like it's. I can smell it through the thing.
Smell-o-vision. A smeller.
Very
Smeller.
clear. That's the toenail.
Very. That is the toenail. I usually do it on double speed. Let's do it on
Oh,
double speed.
it's
Let's see
got
where they
that
go
horn
here.
shape. It's got the horn shape, Miss Ronick. You are so right. That is the toenail. That's the horn shape on the toenail. You are right.
Yeah. If I'm quiet, I'm somewhere watching this sometimes.
And,
Oh, let me see
and
if I
you were
find
talking
another.
about, you better bring
Go
your ass
ahead.
over to watch me coloring. The fuck you over here watching this shit? Oh, I don't think I seen that
What
one.
the fuck wrong with these toes? They all bent up. Oh my god.
And look at that thing hanging on like a war. Oh, they were trying to do the Chinese shoe thing. Look at that.
Oh
They were
no.
trying to do, yeah,
Yeah.
that foot binding. Foot binding.
Well, men don't do foot
Well, men
binding.
don't do it. What the fuck happened to this motherfucker? Because that should be a woman doing the foot binding.
Oh, and
Unless he's
I also watch these. Uh, let's get to them digging these ingrown toenails out.
yeah, now that part, now that kind of touched me to my soul because I had that happen to me one time. So and when I look at this part, I get a little sensitive, but I don't mind them snatching toenails off. But when I see them digging up in there and there's some blood, now I never had it like that, but you
But
know.
these guys, they usually do it so good, and it's usually no blood that comes out, and they
And they
really
straighten
don't
it up.
let you see it. Yeah,
Hmm.
it trips me out when they go in there, and he's like, "What are you digging for? What are you digging for?" And they come out there with that big old huge toenail. Come on, let's.
Right. And they straighten out the nail. These videos right here, when they do this, they're actually correcting and fixing the nail, and it should never happen again.
There
And
you go.
usually when that happens, something fell on somebody's foot or the toe, and it got crooked or something,
Here it
or
comes.
people are wearing bad
And
shoes.
you got to get that skin from
You got to
underneath the
get it.
nail too. See that
Hmm.
skin? All that got to
Yep.
come out.
And you got to put
Okay.
all that out, and then you got to set it straight. So they're actually setting the
Yeah,
toenails.
they put that metal thing. Oh, what the fuck is coming out
Yep,
of this nail? My
they sure
goodness.
do.
Let me see. Lord. Oh, this is after they had it done. They put that some type of solution on there that
Mhm.
deadens the all the skin, and it helps it heal. And now they have a little laser that they put on there as well. They put
Yeah.
a laser on your toe and stuff. Oh, that must have been really
Mhm.
bad. Let me find them dig this out.
But they get doing so well, and then if you see the toe later, you be like, "Oh, that's a perfect toe. Look like nothing
That
ever
was
happened."
this toe.
Yes,
They
it
put that
was.
acid shit on there, and then they put some vinegar on there to neutralize it. And then they come back a couple of days later, and then they scrape all of that. That what do they call that? Uh, that lump. Yeah, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't that
No,
bad.
that was not bad. The lymphedema or something. I don't know.
Yeah, lipedema.
Yeah, right. I'm like, wait
Yeah.
a minute, hold on. Yeah,
So they
and
put
take
that on
that all
there,
out.
and see, it's almost dried up right now. And that's the
Hmm.
yeah. So then they take it off. Okay, that wasn't that bad.
So they can fix all that stuff. I know for some of these people on here that got fucked up teeth. We know y'all got fucked up feet. Okay, it
Oh
don't. It,
man, I can imagine if you can't fit in a tub. Can you imagine how bad your feet must be?
oh, but you gonna be. You ain't got no. I know you ain't got no pretty toes.
Oh, I
Shut
hate
up.
this. This is a black man too. This is a black man.
Let me see.
Y'all check on the feet health of your elderly loved ones.
Yes.
Because this one, uh, even though they soaked his foot, it just look at his foot.
And people can die from this. You don't take care of your relatives, they can die from this. Look, that's the goat, ram's head. Ram's horn?
Ram's horn.
Right. When the toes do
Now,
that.
remember, David Dimple said that she had to go down on some peen that was uncircumcised, and it had all of this butter in
What?
between the fold and shit. I imagine if David Dick Dimples watched this, he would probably jerk himself off. It would remind him of that time where he ate all of that butter off that tip of that peen.
You
I'm
foot
just saying.
fetish motherfuckers. You eating ass and eating feet. Really? I cannot. I
Let's get to
cannot.
the big toe. We're gonna get to the big toe. Let's
Yeah,
get to the
get to
big
that big motherfucker because oh, it's making my toes hurt just looking at that. Yeah.
Look at that shit. Oh, he probably put some cotton up there. Uh,
And I'm telling y'all, just watch this. Like, and this is a progression. This happens.
Yeah, and that's why you always got to check the feet of the people you love. You may see your old great aunt a lot and stuff, and you just think she hobbling around because she's old. I used to always do my mom's feet. Always,
Yeah,
her
I know.
feet
I remember you saying
stay
that.
immaculate.
Yes, ma'am. I remember you
Because
saying that.
they don't like to bug you sometimes, but sometimes when you visit and say, "Hey, let me see your feet. Let me check out your feet." You got to check them for this and circulation and all of that type of stuff.
Mhm.
But anyway, that's enough of that shit.
But see, look how that toenail that cuts across, and look how the toenail looks like a corn cob because it looks like it's different
That's
layers and stuff.
fungus.
That's
That's
fungus.
fungus.
I can't even say the same thing. Yeah, that's fungus.
Mm-hmm.
And then
It
because a
looks.
lot of times they don't change their shoes, they don't wash their they don't moisturize it, they don't get it clean. And then if they do wash, sometimes they put the shoes back on. You have to dry your feet. You have
You
to
let
dry that.
you have to let your shoes dry out at least
Your
24
shoes.
hours, and you need to disinfect them if you have.
Yes.
I learned this from the DC foot doctor. If you have a
My
lot of
boo.
moisture, oh yeah, that's my man. I love the
I
DC
went
foot
to him
doctor.
2 times.
Have you?
I can't. Yeah, I told you that's my podiatrist, but I
Oh, I
can't go
didn't
to him
know.
anymore. Yeah, because I'd be looking at him too hard. He put some stalker cases out on me. No, I'm being funny. Oh, my insurance changed, so but so my feet have to be now. It's like it would be considered cosmetic if I go to
Oh,
him,
okay. Well,
and
that's
his
a good
appointments are
thing.
too long.
That's
Uh-huh.
a good thing. You don't need,
Yeah, it is a good thing. But he's
yeah.
fine as fuck. I'm telling you, he wears some good goddamn cologne. I would
Hey,
fuck him right there on that damn foot thing.
yeah.
But I
So
can't.
these Asian people, they be doing their thing. But the DC foot doctor, I swear about the DC foot doctor.
Yeah.
So yeah, look at all of this shit under the front. Ugh.
And see how he's pulling that off? That person's toe is numb from here to hell. So that person can't
Hmm.
feel it. Yeah.
Yep. They numb them up for this type of work.
And
Yeah.
then
So
really you're not gonna feel it because it's just dead skin and dead nail, but it's just when it gets into the bed of it, that's the part that they really numb. Because that part that they're peeling off like that is not gonna really feel anything. But once it gets down to the quick and the nail,
the nail
you have
bed, the nail
yeah,
bed.
yeah.
David Dimple, is dinner time. Let me. Oh
Oh,
God.
oh my
Oh,
god.
that's a lot.
Oh my god. Hey, hi, Miss Ronnie keeps. Yes, Leonard. Yeah, it is all fungus. Yeah, like a plant. It's all fungus.
And now I hear that if you uh, have that issue, it's not a good to take that medicine that they give you for that because it can affect your liver if you're on it too long. See,
Yeah,
people
and
with feet
they
like
only give it
this.
to you for a year. You're only supposed to take it for a year. The year is, and then after that, and then they give you some. Because I had to give that to my relative. That pill that they give you, it's only for a year. It's the longest, but then they also give you some drops. And the drops, I can't remember. It's like nail polish,
Mhm.
and you have to put that on there. And then because anytime you have to take a pill to take care of your toe, like a pill to take care, that means that shit is all in your body. But
It's all throughout your system.
and so they
Now,
give you this fungal cream that's on the like a nail polish. Go ahead, Miss Blue.
and you know what they say is also a good urea cream with urine in it,
Yes.
urea.
Yes.
cream if you get calluses and all of that type of stuff. And my aunt was taking those pills, and I told her, "How long you been taking them?" She had been taking them way over a year, and she said it
Mhm.
ain't doing nothing. And then I was like, "Well, you're not supposed to take them that long anyway because it can. They say those pills can harm your liver." And her daughter
Yep.
looked it up, and she was like, "Oh my God, you got to
Yep.
tell your doctor he got to give you something else." And I told her to take a cotton ball and put some apple cider vinegar with
Mhm.
mother on the cotton pad and just rub your toenails every night before you go to sleep. And she was like,
Yeah.
"Really?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I said, "Make sure you get the front of your toenail where it where you would clean under your toenails." And she said that worked wonders for her. I heard that somewhere. I don't have the condition, but I heard
It's
that somewhere. I told her to try it, and she said it worked way better than the medication.
This is why you should not go to just any nail salon or foot salon. Like you don't know how they're cleaning those things, the foot soakers or the apparatus that they use to drill your nails and stuff like that.
But
Because
my
this foot fungus you can get in your fingernails.
Yeah. Yes, you can get it in your fingernails. And some of these, one of these guys, he had on some thick rubber gloves because the
Mhm.
foot he was doing had a wart on there. It had some warts
Oh,
on it,
oh
and
Lord.
yeah, he had some. Not these little gloves. He had on those like you working some industrial job rubber
Mm.
glove. Anyway, that's enough of that. But I'm sorry. I'm just looking like I ain't
Well,
talking.
no, you're helping people. You know,
Yeah,
Miss Ronick, you know these motherfuckers on here, they don't even get up to wash their ass. They don't even eat a salad. They don't even wash themselves or take care or brush their teeth, eat a diet that's proper, or even walk and exercise, take care of their kids, or wash their hair, or brush their teeth or lack thereof. We already know they don't do that. So the fact that you're speaking about this and sharing the videos, I think is awesome because somebody's going to get so grossed out enough to say, "Oh, let me look around for my relatives. Let me look at my own feet." Hello. The burger lady might need to look at when she get but don't trust yourself going to get pedicures at those salons. You
listen.
have to make sure that they concave sterilize them damn instruments. Am I right, Miss Ronicky?
My they always come out of what did they? Not a concave. You said concave.
What is
What
it
is it?
called?
What is it called? It's not called a concave. I have it right on the tip of my tongue. Yes.
Somebody say it in the chat. Like a damn oven and shit.
Yeah, make sure that your utensils are coming out of the very carry. You know what
Mhm.
we talking about?
And I said concave. Oh my God. I'm old.
See, you said it again, and I was just about to say,
Damn, I effed you up. I'm sorry, Ronnie Q. Well, let's
uh,
just keep on talking. They'll come out.
Oclive or Alclave. What is it?
Okay, okay, okay.
No, that's not it. It's the
No,
thing that they use
I
in
feel like
science and all that stuff to
mhm.
clean off the metal utensils. Uh,
Concave. No,
no,
okay. Well, somebody help us in the chat. They know all these people with these long, fancy fingernails. Y'all should know. Hold on. Don't let me Google it. Oh Lord. Hold on. I can't. I got this fancy mouse. I can't. I don't feel like Googling. I'm old. Can you Google what it is that the nail people supposed to put the damn machines, the metal, I can't even get out the items. They put it in a thing to sterilize it, and they can put them in little baggies, and they put it in there, and it's supposed to sterilize. And then when you go to get your nails done, you want to make sure that they pull out a fresh pack. And your nail salon should have maybe 9 or 10 packs in there. Everybody need to get a fresh pack.
please, everybody gets a Alclave. Is it what is it called? An Alclave or something like
Okay.
that? No,
Yeah, I think we're in the same kind of realm, Miss Ronnie Q. We just can't get the O or the I or the ABC. I don't know. But I know it's also in part of needles and surgical and nursing. You autoclave. No. What's up? Autoclave. See right here, Miss Z Sarah saying I said autoclave. I even said it before she said it. It's an autoclave. Yes, that's what it is. Yeah, because I used to. That's another job I used to have years ago. Yeah, autoclave. Yeah, they have them in the hospital, and when they started making them in the nail salons, people were like, "Thank God." Yeah, autoclave. They sterilize their instruments, but they also have a version of it that they sterilize nail salons.
Yeah, they have like a one that's the size of a microwave or something like that that
Mhm.
they use at the nail salons.
Yeah,
Yep.
autoclave or
Yep, that's
autoclave
what I'm
if you
talking
want
about.
to say it. Yeah. Okay,
Autoclave.
we're on the same boat.
Yeah,
Not
that's what I'm talking about.
autoclaves. Yeah. Okay. We on the same boat. We know if you go to a salon and they not pulling your instruments out of some damn plastic
And
wrap or something. Go
and
ahead.
yeah, after they take them out, they're supposed to seal them up in that airtight plastic wrap. Yeah. Mhm.
Right. See,
And if you go to a salon that they ain't putting that individual plastic in the bowl, don't put your feet in no bowl and just think that they cleaned it. No, you should. They should be putting that. It's like a big bag that goes inside the football. The football has hooks on it now for these bags, so you don't put your feet directly in the bowl. You're actually putting them in that bag. It's like a
Right.
those clear shower caps with the little rubber in it that be in hotels. It's one the size of the basin for your pedicure basin. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. That's the only place you should go to be getting your pedicures and manicures if they're doing that. If they're not doing that and they're using double dipping your feet and somebody else's feet and using the same utensils on 3 or 4 nails and stuff,
And
you're going to get. Go ahead.
bring your own nail polish too,
That's
because you
what
get fungus nails from nail polish.
bring your own and your nail polish too, because if you use the nail polish from there and somebody got a fungal infection and they're using the same polish on yours, they're just putting that in there and they sealing it and you gonna get the fungal infection.
Healthy nails, yes. So what else? I never thought about nail salon needing them. Yes, they. You just looked it up. Autoclaves. Yes, yes, those autoclaves. I looked it up too, and it didn't say have the word that I was looking for. The autoclaves. It said heat sterilizers. I'm like, that's not the name of it. And they had the big double refrigerated size ones. They come that big, and then they come as small as a little microwave. So
Mm-hmm.
autoclaves. Yeah, but I keep my feet in shape because I know how to I know how to do it, but I
Yeah,
still go get my pedicures as well.
right. But it's the littlest thing because a lot of people like to get all these nail things and long nails and all that, but they don't even know they might be putting themselves in risk if they don't understand what's going on. You just can't just go, oh, it's gonna be $20. $20 is gonna get you, child. You probably sharing the same utensils from 3 or 4 daggone things. Because no, I'm gonna have to spend at least $50 for. I don't know. I'm just saying, but some
Girl,
places.
I'm like, why have the pedicures have astronomically grown up? I guess after
That
they
part.
got done doing all the motherfucking feet that came out of COVID, they was
COVID.
like, no,
Right.
we gotta up the price. These bitches coming in here with motherfucking husk on their feet. You know,
Mhm.
I was like, the cheapest pedicure is $65, and it only goes up
Yeah.
$10 increments from there. It ain't no more. Remember, back in the day, you could get uh I remember when nails first came out, they used to be expensive, and then they got dirt cheap to get some nails, and then
Yeah.
yeah, the pedicures they used to be reasonable, $35, $40. Now they no, no, no.
So I used to do my own pedicures, but Miss Ronnie Q, that I'm a senior citizen. I can't get down there to get to my toes and stuff, but I still have my little foot machine and all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna tell you, it's hard to get down there to get, But I'm doing it. I'm doing it, but it's hard. But every now and then I'll do. That's when they call it not a pedicure, a spa day. They call it spa days because then they can charge you $200. Do your skin, your massage, your nails, your toes, and your neck, and that's
Mhm.
$200. And you get some tea and a cup of crackers, and wear an apron. Okay, fine.
You mean an apron or a robe?
A robe. I'm sorry. No, apron is good at
I
working.
said, you be there with your ass all hanging out, music. How about you wearing an apron?
And V Sarah typed earlier, Miss Ronicue don't miss shit. Miss Ronicue miss something when I'm speaking, please, because I'm old. Z Sarah said, Miss Ronicue don't miss a damn thing. And I said, ain't that the truth? Z Sarah in my mind. And look, she caught me, Z Sarah. I just slipped up and said a damn robe. And she's like, bitch, no. I said, well, apron. She said, no.
She said that Carrie said I do mine my own most times, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna make the appointment on Friday. Did the I hope the videos didn't make you feel like, wait a minute, I got to de-shed my feet.
Oh my god! And when you go to those places, make sure they're not taking a camera of you, because if you go in there with some fucking claws and shit, they taking the camera picture of you. Oh.
I had this gay friend, and he used to always talk about how pretty my toes was, and then he said, "Where you get your toes done at?" Because I just swear I am embarrassed. And summertime's coming up, I am embarrassed, girl. And I was like, he said, "I know they gonna laugh at me." I said, "They ain't gonna laugh at you. They gonna do your feet and get that money." And then he's like, "Look at my feet, though, girl. That motherfucker, he has some talent." If they weren't thicker, his toenails were so fucking long. I'm like, how do
Wow.
you get your toenails that long? But he went in there and he came with his little flip flops on, and he was just bouncing around. He was all proud of his feet. I was like, shoot, all they want is a tip. That's all they want. And
Mm-hmm.
your return business. And
Your
he
nails
was
so pretty. Your nails so pretty. You got boyfriend? You got boyfriend? Oh,
too hot, too hot for
you
you.
so hot.
Too
You
hot
need
for
a manicure. Hold it back. Hold it back. I do that. I do that for you.
you. Here, put feet
Girl.
here. For here. I put on for you. I put on for you. When you trying to put your flip flop back on after I put on for you.
Oh, you so
Uh,
pretty. You so
oh,
pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. I like
what?
that color. That's pretty.
What is your name? Sarah, Bertha, Jean. They have all of these American names and shit
And
that
I'm
you
like,
can
I
remember
know
their
goddamn
name.
well, your name is not Sarah. Your name got at least goddamn 74 letters up in that motherfucker. I know you lying. What's your name? And no, Sarah. I know you lying.
Lisa, Karen.
Lisa, Kim, Pam.
Well, Kim could really be their name though. I
Wait,
would
no, but
accept.
yeah, Kim could be. Shout out to my Kim. Yeah, but yeah, he could be. Oh my god. Yeah, they don't hear too many Pams. But
My
shit is
pedicure,
fucked up.
my pedicure girl name is Tammy. I was like Tammy.
Tammy.
Yeah, Tammy. Uh-huh. I was like, go ahead, Tammy. You got you a little jazzy name. I say, ain't too many Tammys running around here. And every Tammy I knew, they was about it.
And the thing is cute because she didn't say Tammy. My name is Tammy. She said Tammy. Did she know how to put
Mm-mm.
the inflection
She
on
knew
it?
how to
Tammy.
put shoulder Tammy. Yeah,
Not
she know.
Tammy. Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know how I got into that foot thing. Is
Well,
there
because I talk
anything else
about
that I missed?
well, I don't even know. Well, you got into it because you're comfortable speaking with me because I'm just as wretched and everything. So I guess I don't even know how we got to the foot thing. Somebody had to diagnose that shit. I don't even know how we got the feet.
Yeah, they gotta send those toenails in to see what bacteria it is. And when I saw the
Right.
DC foot doctor do one time, one person had 7 different bacteria. It came back with 7 different fungi bacteria because they got to know what to give you to treat. Ain't that something?
It is something. And at some point, all of that stuff will turn into what's the disease the illness?
Gangrene.
Gangrene, but it's called something else. Oh my, I can't think of what it, but yeah, it's the basics of gangrene. But if it turn, oh my god, I can't think of what it is.
And the real sad part about this is on the real tip, a lot of these patients come in are old patients, are people who don't appear to have a lot of money. He talks to them like regular people. He educates them as he's working on them. But I think a lot of these people with all of these cuts to Medicaid are going to lose their health care and they are going to be really messed up. Let me drop his link in the chat. The DC
Yes,
foot
please.
doctor.
And
Yeah.
can you tell him I need an appointment for this year, but because he's so busy and my insurance changed, but tell him I could pay extra. Just can y'all, if y'all
And then,
sepsis. Miss Ronnie Q,
septis.
sepsis.
Yeah, septis.
That's what
Yeah.
I was trying to think of. Yeah. Because if you don't
Here
take
he
care of your
is.
there you go. If you don't take care of your feet and in your feet or anybody in your family's feet, and if you got fungal issues or anything that Miss Ronnie Q, it will be gangrene, mold, and fungus. But what it will happen is it will turn into sepsis, and
In your
sepsis
whole
will
system.
in your whole system, and you will die. And they'll be like, "What did she die of? What did he die of?" They won't know unless they look at your feet, because you did not take care of your family members' feet and stuff. That was one part that I used to do. I don't give a fuck if y'all talked about me taking care of my family members, but bitch, they didn't have no goddamn sepsis and they didn't die of that. How about that? You check your own goddamn.
He got a new one up here about Shish Trish. Let me share. The
Did
DC
we
foot
see
doctor
that? Right.
is
Let me go
a
on mute.
brother. I didn't know Shish Trish went to the DC foot doctor. I thought that she went. Well, she lives somewhere
Oh, she
on
has
the
some
East Coast.
doctors in New York. This bitch. Why
Well,
she
I
coming
guess
down in my area?
I guess she had to go to the DC foot doctor because she had
No.
problems. Looked like she had some
She went to
swelling.
get some clout. She went to get, oh, I hate Trish, you raggedy bitch.
Extra ashy, severely dry skin and fungal nails. A diabetic patient. Part 2 of cirrhosis cutis. That's why I said that it was Shish Trish, because the name of the video is Extra Ashy.
Oh my god. You're so messy, Robin Q.
There's Shish Trish and her dancing feet.
That's her feet. Because that's her face. That's her feet. That's her face. That's her hands. Good diagnosis, Miss Ronnie Q.
So y'all go over there and visit the DC foot doctor, do his magic. And he, the thing about him is he actually does good work. Some of these YouTube podiatrists, they don't even soak the feet. The nails still be all jagged and shit. This man does great work. So
Yeah, he does, and he smells good. He looks good. His clothes look good. The office is nice. I've been here, been there twice. I go once a year. I missed the third appointment at the third year one, but hopefully I can get back on the schedule. Everything is perfect with him, and he doesn't put all of the videos on the YouTube. He usually does the videos for the YouTube for the people that he does for the homeless and the indigent. And so me, like I'm a American housewife, going up there with my fancy shoes and my fancy perfume and throwing my leg up there, cocking my leg up in the thing. He takes care of me very nicely. He is handsome as fuck. I love him. But no, it's very professional. Go ahead.
Let me show them the DC foot doctor. I like he got a little swag. He got a little swag.
Got a lot of swag. What did you do?
Here is the DC foot doctor.
He's fine
Not
as fuck.
bad to look at.
He is fine as fuck,
Dr.
but he's so
Kevin
professional.
Jefferson. Yes.
I couldn't even speak when I saw him the first time. I was like, ooh, he smelled good. His voice, Miss Ronnie Q. When I tell you his voice is everything. But anyway, y'all go see him professional. Now it's not all his foot videos are not about people that have raggedy feet, because my feet aren't raggedy like that.
Yeah.
But he's
But
very
some
professional.
people, you got to know when, and don't let them scrape your feet with all of those scrapers and
Right.
all of those razor blades and all of that stuff. A pumice stone. If you need more than a pumice stone, you need a podiatrist.
Exactly. Yeah, he's yeah, and actually they'll do your, and they don't call it a manicure, it's just like a checkup, you know. And you gotta be, why y'all worried about fingernail polish and stuff like that on your toenails and diamonds and stuff? Why don't you just worry about having good healthy feet so that you can walk around and run and stuff? Because you put all that stuff on your feet and get them goddamn illnesses and things, you can't walk. You literally cannot walk, and you will develop mold, fungus, and then sepsis. And sepsis gets into your bloodstream, and you can die. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, fancy feet.
Fancy feet. All right, Pooh. I gotta get off of here because I gotta take. I was waiting on
The babies.
while I was listening to Miss T Velocity on the TV. I was in there showering the dogs, so
Yes.
I had dried them. I dried them off, and they were a little wet in
Now,
certain
did you
areas.
cut their toenails?
Hell yeah! I have the grinder that I cut their
There you go.
toenails, and I have the toenail cutter. Shit, a rascal ain't no way. He see me get that toenail cutter, he run away. He run out. Like you little motherfucker. But the grinder, with the it's like an emery, a round emery board that
Yes.
spins around in a circle, and it has a little hole in it. You just stick that nail in it and just grind it still there.
Yeah.
But
Now, can I ask you one question? I'm gonna get off of here. I know you can.
Go ahead.
When are you have you decided what craft that you may be doing? I know I asked you on my live when you came over to my live with my coloring channel, which I don't want y'all other people to come over there. Miss Ronnie.
I have been looking at some things.
Okay.
You know what? You know what? I was thinking, since it's well, it's almost August. I think I'm gonna for myself. I think I'm gonna do some Christmas ball sets. I'm
You
gonna
make
do
some balls?
girl. I specialize in balls. Don't you remember
Juggling
that ball?
balls.
Don't
Put
you
the glue
remember
on
the
the balls.
balls?
Put the
And
sprinkle on
the
the balls.
Let's put the sparklies on the balls and all.
And you gotta clean the ball.
We
Yeah.
had fun with them balls. So I think I'm gonna do
Okay.
12 packs of those Mickey Mouse balls, and I have
Oh.
these Afrocentric balls that I bought from a coworker years ago. Years ago. I think I'm going to do my own set of those. They take the African fabric, and they wrap the balls in them. And there's another one
Kente
where
rap balls.
I wouldn't say Kunta Kinte. African
Okay.
print comes in so many prints. But I think I'm going to do the balls and this
Okay.
year. But I don't know what I'm going to do for my craft yet. I
Yeah.
am going to do that stand. Remember that plant stand? Not a plant stand, a bookshelf type of thing that I
Yes.
had. I
I have it
am
in my
going to do
garage.
that.
I
You
have it
have
in my
what in your
garage.
garage?
I haven't put it together yet.
You have what in your garage?
Isn't this the one that you did the craft where we were making the planter
No,
bench?
I did that for the planter bench.
Okay, you got another bench?
No, I plan to do this as a craft and conversation. I don't know if people are up to it, but I, yeah, not too many people participated in this one, uh, but
I
saying?
still have my stuff.
Mm-hmm. But uh, I think I'm going to do this one. I'm not gonna
Oh, that's nice.
for other people. I think I'm
I
just
could
gonna
put my
do it for
coloring books on
myself.
that, Miss Ronnie Q.
That would be nice, and they're all cut the same length, the width. So you can definitely get it cut at your home goods store, and the width of the wood is 10 inches wide, and I would have to give you the length, and they're all cut the same length, and it's very easy to put together. It looks complicated. It is so simple to put together. 4 little boxes, and it's about 5.5 feet high. So it's something that's nice. But this is my personal project that I'm going to work on for myself.
Ooh, look
I
at
love
that.
this.
Is that a
And
little, does that have a little dip tray at the top? That's a little
that's a
dip
tray.
tray.
That's a tray at the
Girl.
top. Yep. I'm gonna make that. It seems extremely easy to make. I like it with that one that has the
The
brown
brown.
wood. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and you can also do it all wood. You can do it like this. You can paint it all. I love this. And
Well, that's
so
nice for an entrance, like in your
yes,
you open the
mhm,
door.
your
Yeah.
to
Mm-hmm.
put your keys and your phone and
Yeah.
all of that. I may even put a slot in it where I can charge my phone there.
Charge your phone, and then put mail. Charge your phone.
Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent. Little electrical outlet there. Oh, and it'd
Uh-huh.
be so easy. I could look at that and
Yeah.
tell that would be easy to do that.
hmm And there is a piece of wood on the bottom,
I
underneath.
see it.
It's almost the color of the floor.
It
But
is a
yeah,
color of the floor.
I'm definitely gonna make that. So yeah, um, I got to get all the fuck the
Okay.
Florida judge that says she has no authority to unseal the files. Her hands are tied. Let's hope that NYC comes through. Now,
Oh,
I heard
okay.
that the one of the judges in the Epstein released the. It really doesn't matter because they're only asking for grand jury testimony, so that only has very little information that you will not be able to get anything out of it. They're not asking for all the files; they're asking for the grand jury testimony. Which is not useful. They have everything that they need if they want to release everything. There's one judge who said that he has to check. He's giving the victims up until August 5th to contact him and say what they want to say, and he's also giving the defense attorney up until like the end of this month to say they yay or nay in agreements or disagreement with releasing the grand jury file. So
Mm.
there's still maybe hope.
Yep. It's a lot. It is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yep.
I'm so
So
glad that you are able to get on here and then share. And I like that you came on at night. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is my time in the morning. My life has gotten so kind of convoluted and stuff in the morning, so I can't do it. And then I'm trying to do my little coloring channel. But this nighttime
girl,
reporting works nice. But I do replay at night with you, Miss
I
Roniki.
I I be up so late at night, and that's the thing that's getting me. My whole schedule has flipped around,
Mhm.
so I have to be
Mhm.
up at night, and I'm up late. And then sometimes I'll be like, well, I'll just stay up, and I'll go on and do the live, and then I lay down and I fall asleep. I forget to set my alarm
Yeah.
clock. I forget on my
Yeah.
alarm clock. Or sometimes, like today, I just got up and I was like, oh God, shit, let me change this time on this. Yeah, just
Mhm.
sometimes it's just like, not this morning. And sometimes you be like, forget it. Just go on and do it and, go back and get you a couple of more Z's. But, once you up and you have waken yourself up, and then,
Mhm.
yeah, girl, I'm trying to get back on track. So abuse,
Well, however your body regulates your sleep mode and everything, and how it works with your family setting with the puppies and in the hubby and stuff, you'll figure it out. You'll do it because we're gonna be here watching and waiting, so it doesn't matter. You come on whenever you want to.
Yeah, you as well. You gonna lie tonight because it's still watercolor month.
It is. How much you know about watercolor month? It's watercolor
because it's been watercolor month all month.
Yeah, and it's also Christmas in July. I don't know if you do crafting. Crafters are doing Christmas in July also, Miss Ronnie Q.
I've been checking a couple of them out, but I haven't participated. But you did some good participation.
Yeah. Well, thank you for letting me come up. I'm gonna get on slide on off of here. I appreciate you, Miss Ronnie Q, and I greatly enjoy your channel. And I'll talk to you tomorrow because I chat with you all the time. Doesn't have to be on a regular basis.
So you're
I'll
not
talk to
coming
you.
on tonight, or you already been on?
I came on already, Miss Ronnie Q, and
Oh,
now
okay. So
yeah, I'm taking my ass to bed. But
so
I had
I'll go and watch your review.
It's real quick. It's only like 15 minutes. I ain't talking about shit. I'm actually showing how to do a upload and put it on your live to make it like a voiceover. That's what yes.
I can use that.
Okay.
Now,
that's what I'm trying
did you
to do.
watch Barry Carey today?
Miss Very Carey. Now, what was the topic? I did see her in and out.
Oh, okay. So, go over there. It was about the sector stuff, and then
I can't watch it because I don't like them motherfuckers that she Miss Very Carey, I know you here, but I can't watch them bitches over there that you got. I don't like them people. I don't want to engage with them people. I don't give a fuck. So when you talk about something else, I saw it and I came in 2 or 3 times. So I cannot and say I'm gonna sit and watch her. I ain't watching this shit because I don't like them people, and they are all crazy. And this whole B sector motherfucking shit is dumb. And all these games and plays and shit. I'm trying to cut. I colored. I checked in. I said fuck it. I left. I'm sorry, Miss Very Carey, but I ain't watching that shit. I ain't watching them people. And I heard the people is on your. No man, the happy life and who else? I ain't fucking with that. No, you're killing my goddamn brain cells. But you do you, boo, and I share your channel. But I ain't watching that shit.
You said you killing my brain cells.
Yeah, I ain't gonna. I'm old already. Miss Ronnie Q.
Somebody called her the what did she call her? The ex-wife whisperer or something?
I saw
I forget. I forgot what it was.
I can't
but they said that only her and somebody else can handle Happy Life. Now, Happy Life came up here one time when I was talking about something, and I was like, Happy Life is not going to stay on topic. And then I did a little piece, and I said, "What do you think, Happy Life?" And Happy Life was on topic, and he was all on point. I don't know if he was bullshitting, but he knew he was on point. I was surprised, pleasantly surprised with Happy Life that day.
He does that. He does that, but I cannot because you notice when I do get engaged around him, he's like, I know views if you don't like me. I never said I didn't like him, but I just know when I see people, I see them, I clock them, and then I don't want to be around. I cannot do with that person. I can't. And a lot of other people. But you can handle him. Miss Very Carey can handle him. A lot of people that can handle him. But when I see them, I'm like, I'm out. But I do a thumbs up and I share and I skip the fuck out. I cannot because it's gonna raise my blood pressure and then it's gonna make me look like the villain. And I don't want to be on here looking like the villain because I can't stand some dumbass motherfuckers that I fucking really don't even want to be dealing with. I can't. And they know how to work me, Miss Ronnie Q. They know how to work me. I ain't dealing with these bitches know how to work me. Okay, I'm sorry.
Teacher had me cracking up. Oh, when she hit the link. Carrie, I'm speaking for the chat. Enough. Like, get this motherfucker off the link. Without saying all of that, she said all of that. And ZX sitting up there with his leg crossed, with his shoes off, with his crusty clothes, scraping up Very Carey's chat room floor,
Mhm.
chat room carpet with his old long toes, looking like that last foot I showed, and he was just comfortable. I was like,
She's sitting there comfortable, and I'm like, "How you over here in my Barry Carey stuff?" I don't even like that. So I love me
yeah.
some Barry Carey. So I just look, and then I said, "Let me skip my ass somewhere," because I don't like all these motherfuckers over here around the places that I like. I just
How
can't.
did he get over to Barry Carey's? Well, that's one extra to her 10, but shit,
A couple of people like that.
shit, you know,
The umbrella
I'm,
boys go where I can't deal with them. I just cannot, and when I can't, I just don't. That's all.
that's
Love
all.
you, but that's it.
It's like and share, and
Like and
subscribe.
share, thumbs up, right? And then I'm to skip my ass on somewhere else. But yeah, so I think that's really what helped me get to my coloring books and shit because I'm like, fuck it. And I try to listen, but I'm like, I can't stand the voices. I can't stand the context. I can't stand their thought processes. It's just a whole lot of shit. And I'm like, do y'all not see this shit? And everybody in the chat, they be all thumb sucking and shit. Yeah, yeah, happy life and all these other people. And I be like, really? Okay, that's when I just got to leave because if I hop on the panel or if I'm on a panel and they're there, it's not gonna be good. So I
Oh,
figured.
wait a minute, wait a minute. We got
Now
to
wait a minute.
talk about this fuck shit. I
What?
hear an echo. Is that me?
Yeah, I don't have anything else on. Does anybody? What
Now
happened?
I hear that the dancer over there and were over there saying that they broke up with the radio guy. Girl,
Oh, yeah. There's no
was that
echo. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
was that supposed to be a surprise or anything?
Do you know the whole story?
No, you know it.
Okay, let me tell you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
of course I do.
let me give you the short version of it, of course. So, and I'm not saying that I don't like any of these people. I just watch it because it's fuck shit, and I'm gonna watch it while I'm coloring. So apparently the audio and the 88 lady was supposed to be. And audio, don't come from me. I'm just reporting what I hear. And 88, I don't really engage with you, so I don't think any of them gonna say anything about what I say. But whatever I say, I'm saying it how I hear it as a person that's listening to it. So they had some kind of situation that were going to be like a couple date thing, and this is all over at the Lemons thing. Which Lemon, I don't give a fuck about you either. So they audio and 88, they were supposed to be like, and I could tell audio really didn't understand what the fuck was going on, but they were supposed to
He
be
didn't
like dates.
understand the mission.
He didn't understand the assignment or the mission. So
He thought it was for real. He thought it was for real. He thought we thought it
you
was
know,
for real, or they thought it was for real. Because
I don't
go
know if
ahead.
he thought it was for real. I think he was just trying to be. I don't even really know really what I thought, but it just seemed like I was like, audio. You don't know that them motherfuckers over there do play runs and shit. And then it seemed like Lemon was just really into it. So Lemon, it seemed like to me the part that audio got it was that 88 and Lemon had some chat and some conversation. And allegedly, Lemon has seen 88's naked body or something like that. And then audio was like, well, you're supposed to be my friend or whatever, because Lemon keeps saying, audio, you my boo, you my man, or something like that. I don't even know what the fuck. Because I definitely think audio is straight. I think Lemon is gay. Okay. And then the 88 lady, I don't give a fuck what she is. I just want a copy of her ass put on my ass so I can have a big booty like that. That's all I know about them people. So audio was like, why the fuck are you talking to, if you think you my friend and stuff. So I don't know if it could be a play. Why are you talking to 88 like that? Now, so I don't know what the aftermath is, but audio was like, I don't give a fuck about these people. I never met you, a Lemon. I never met her. Like, I don't even know if I don't think he thought it was going to be anything serious. I need y'all to understand from what I can tell by my insight. I don't think he thought it was. So don't y'all think that he was that naive. I think Lemon and the 88 lady and all that and the whatever they doing, that's just what they say. The play. Shout out to goddamn fucking Mumble Mouth. The play. They doing the play. Mumble Mouth, y'all know who Mumble Mouth is. They
Oh
doing a
Lord,
play.
yes, yes, I
So
do.
and so audio just came on and said, you know, bitch, I won't cool with this shit anyway. And then Lemon, how you gonna be doing this?
What?
So
Oh
yeah, how
what?
you gonna be talking to my well not allegedly lady? How you gonna be talking to somebody like and then he saw Lemon saw the lady naked and then somebody said somebody they had some kind of sex where they was up this finger, she was fingering herself and then he was stroking the
Ugh.
dick. I don't know who was doing whose thing. It
Who
was
said
alleged.
that? Wait a minute. Where did this come from? Somebody on the panel or people in the chat were saying that?
Yeah, I was probably reading it in the street, and you know where I go. I was
Oh,
probably,
okay.
yeah, but I
Okay.
didn't hear it out of anybody's mouth. I did not hear it
Okay,
out of.
that's what I want.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah,
didn't hear
okay.
anything out of anybody's mouth. You know how I just be rolling around, you see stuff written in the street and stuff like that. But so they thought they played audio, but I don't think audio. They like he didn't know. I don't. I think he knew, and he's like, really, this shit is fucked up. Because that 88 lady was trying to boss him around. I heard her speak to him in certain things. I was like, I know audio not gonna let this bitch talk to him ratchet like that. She's like, shut the fuck up and this and that. They all getting out of order. It's all crazy, Miss Ronica.
Trifling.
I wouldn't.
On the trifling, as the triflingness turns.
Yeah, right. And so we don't even know what the and what is Burger Bree doing with her child? I did hear Rick Reed cussed out everybody, which I always give for
Oh,
a good
I
Rick
heard
Reed
somebody
cussed out.
said that Rick Reed went live. Was it last night or today? I'm gonna have to go over there and check
I
it
think
out.
it was last night. I think it was. I got my life.
I
Uncle
gotta
Rick
go check
now.
that out. Uncle Rick.
Uncle Rick.
Okay.
No, I
Okay.
can't call him Uncle Rick. I could be his grandmama. I can't call him Uncle Rick. But he done came in and told these motherfuckers, y'all doing all this fuck shit. He's being nice really to these people. I don't even know why. I don't think they the audio and then the lemon and all the other people they really want to go for him in the 88. I don't think they want to fight with Rick. So they just trying to like bounce around and stuff like that. But Rick see that shit. He was just telling y'all, fuck all y'all bitches and you know. But I'm not on nobody's side. I'm just reporting what I see. I don't really give a fuck about none of y'all. If y'all not fucking with my goddamn coloring books and crayons, I give two fucks to the wind because I think this whole thing is stupid. But I'm here for everything of it because I got jumped into the beef sector in my mind. I didn't sign up for this shit when I came up on here. I was color. No, I wasn't coloring. I was doing makeup and CVS halls and shit. Next thing I know, I ended up in goddamn Vegas and look at this shit now. I did piss on myself. I did what else I do? I did a whole bunch of shit, stole money, didn't pay for a hotel. So you just get drawn into the shit, you get dragged into the shit. I don't even know why y'all want to claim you want to be beef sector and I've been OG and shit like that. The fuck? This is dumb. It's dumb as fuck, but I'm here. I got a legacy in it. I ain't going nowhere. So I got history. I got 8,000 goddamn video clips. So I'm still here. So I don't know the fuck.
Mm.
He said, I
Okay.
ain't doing nothing with her. Rick is
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go check him out.
Yeah, check out his last video. Miss Ronnie,
Okay.
you talked on your own damn channel. Oh my God.
No, I just gotta I gotta go now. I gotta hate to leave. I have to walk the dogs.
You gonna walk the dog. They gonna walk you. Stop talking about you gonna walk the dogs. They got to walk your ass. Okay.
I gotta let the dogs pull me like a sled like Santa's helper on my wheelchair, girl.
Right.
I'm crippled. I don't walk, and the
Yes.
dogs. But when I say I'm walking the dogs, they pulling me.
They willing you.
Rascal is up front, like Rudolph.
With a red nose. Yes. They're pulling your ass. And just so you can get out and get some air. Right. So the dog, so you flip the script. Thank you, Miss Roddick, for letting me have me over here. And I'll talk to you another time, boo. All right.
All right, View. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you hanging around. Look at Z Sarah laughing at my Rudolph joke. All right. I am going live tomorrow. I am going to try to make it at my regular time, which is 7 a.m. East Coast, 4 a.m. West Coast. So I hope you guys have a great remainder of your day. And that's it for me. I am out of here. Bye bye.